Welcome. In front of me I have the DOOGEE Blade 20 Max, and today I'll be going over unboxing along with a quick look at the device, its specifications, and give you just my general opinion about the product. Okay, so one thing that I want to first point out, which I despise when manufacturers do, and truth be told, you should probably too, is this absolute dogshit sticker right here. It claims that the device has 1 TB of storage and 36 GB of RAM. Now, these cheeky little cunts are doing this in a way that it's 12 plus 24. You know what? Yeah, let me fix it for you. I'm gonna take a marker, and you have 1 TB RAM or storage. There you go. Much better. At least now you can see it's clearly described what it actually is supposed to do, either one or the other. And the reason I have such a kind of butthurt kind of approach to this is because this is just blatant misadvertising. It's actually, no, it's just straight up lying and scamming. I take it back. It's just lying and scamming. Because for this to be true, it would mean that to have 36 GB of RAM, you wouldn't have 1 TB of storage, because that 24 gigs of storage is coming from, well, the actual storage. It's not just RAM and another RAM just for the fuck of it. It's RAM 12 gigs, which is honestly plenty enough. There's a reason why flagship phones don't really push it that anything above that, because it's fucking stupid. So this is just trying to scam people, making them feel like they're getting more than they are. And then, truth be told, you're not. This is a dog shit kind of feature. It's actually damaging to your storage, more or less, because if you're using the 24 past the 12, because that's going to be used first, your storage is not just going to read and write infinitely. It actually gets damaged from doing this kind of task. So it only has a set amount of times it can read and write, just depending on how good it is. So by using it, you're actually degrading your device's storage much faster than if you're not using it. And RAM, which is the 12 gigs, is designed deliberately for just reading and writing whatever data constantly. It doesn't get that damaged from it. That's the point of RAM. Random access memory, that's the short. So that memory can get randomly accessed at any point and then flashed out and not really, get degraded from it. While storage doesn't really work that way. It's there to, as the name would imply, store data, not be randomly accessed and flashed and then rewritten. So screw this bullshit. This shouldn't be on the box. This should be actually purged out of existence. This is blatant lying, misadvertising. And if you're gonna use this, at least have the absolute decency to let people know that you don't get 1 TB of storage, because 24 GB of it is freaking gone. Anyway, moving on to the device itself, let's hope that it has a little bit more to offer than just trying to scam the shit out of you constantly. Oh, for God's sakes, come on. There we go. So, here's our brick of a device. Below that, we have cleaning cloth and wet and dry wipes right here, and not really sure why, considering... Oh, there we go. We do have a screen protector. Now, before I get to that, let's quickly also talk about this. We have a cable, Type-C to Type-C, and a charger, Type-C one. And that charger is rated for 30 watts. Wow, that's not bad. That is actually pretty decent. So certainly better than whatever Samsung would ever give you. Oh wait, they don't give you anything, or almost. Now here we have the screen protector, like I mentioned. Come on, there we go. It's a plastic one, which you don't really need, because the device already comes with one pre-applied. You can see it right here. So there's a cutout, there's cutout around camera. So we already have one applied, which is really nice. I hate when manufacturers add a screen protector, a plastic one specifically, and not have one applied. They could have taken the one that they decided to include in the box and just have it straight on there from the factory. The reason I have a problem with that is because whenever applying the plastic screen protectors, you're almost guaranteed to get some kind of air bubble or just not get it perfectly applied like this one is out of factory. So I love when they actually put them on instead of being like, oh yeah, here you go, here's a screen protector, do it yourself, sucker. But here we actually get it a step further and get one on and one extra. So props for that. We have some limited warranty, whatever, doesn't really matter. And we have some instruction at the bottom right here. There we go. It's taking like literally the entire bottom of the box. So let's drop that back in here and move over to the device. So the phone itself is, well, pretty chunky, as you can see. This is not a small device, but one thing that I do want to point out, they did at least manage to recess the camera. That, I mean, shouldn't be difficult when your phone has the thickness of two phones, but still wanted to point it out. So, talking about the display right here, we have a 6.6 inch HD plus resolution. What the hell is HD plus? Let me quickly check. What the does the HD or HD plus supposed to be? HD plus. Is it 720p but on... Yep. Oh my god. So this abominable resolution on a device released, I presume this year. Though I have no clue. Holy shit, this costs $400. Wow. They do be really snorting some strong shit there. Okay, so I'm going to be tearing into this quite hard because what we get right here is just a joke. So, the display right here, 6.6 inches, size is just a preference. That's what she said. Or that's, I guess, my coping. Anyway, HD plus resolution, meaning that it's 720p, which is absolute dog shit. Just plus meaning it's irregular. Considering 720p just usually refers to a 16:9. This isn't a 16:9 aspect ratio. This is like 9 by probably 20 by the looks of it, or maybe even 21. So it's much taller. And at least they had the audacity to give you 120 Hz refresh rate on a 720p display. So at least the screen right here will be nice and smooth, though I don't know if it's enabled by default. Let's see. Where's like a scrolling section? Yep, it's enabled, but oh my god, that is disgusting. So it is enabled by default, but holy shit does it smear a lot. So there is, this display is being overdriven to high heaven, and you can clearly see it when scrolling. It leaves like an after image. Not the best kind of experience right here. This is not like how it's usually supposed to look like. Yeah. So display wise, pretty poor right here. Now if we take a look at the camera, we have a 64 megapixel AI main camera. I guess DOOGEE couldn't help themselves and put AI because apparently investors love that shit. They eat that crap up like it's going to be the next gold rush. But as a user, you're probably in the same boat as I am. Screw that shit. It's absolutely pathetic. And usually nowadays, most phones that use AI for their photos and whatever, which is actually quite a lot of devices, output shittier photos. You know what? I think I'd rather go back to the grainy ones because at least I had in the photo what I was looking for, not some amalgamation of whatever is in a distance that AI is trying to interpret to be, well, I don't know, some kind of malignant tumor growing in the grass. I genuinely hate anything that inputs AI into their cameras right now, considering you no longer get raw photos of your camera, even when you're actually using RAW. So for instance, Samsung, you can turn on the Pro or RAW mode, whatever. Yeah, that still is edited photo. You never get the normal camera output without any kind of additional interference from Samsung just being like, ooh, you know what, let us just fix that up for you. I selected RAW for a effing reason, and that's not so you can fix it up. So here, AI bullshit included, great. I would pay more to not have that, but you know, we can't, I guess, have good things anymore. We have surprisingly 20 megapixel also night vision camera. And you know what, let me just quickly go to the setup right here, finish it up. My god, that phone weighs a ton. Where's the freaking camera? There we go, camera. So we have 64 right here. Actually, it's probably not even going to be in here because these kind of features are usually in its own crap, but I don't actually see it anywhere. Pro, night, portrait. Oh my god, why is this stuttering? TV night vision. Let's see. Come on, stop. There we go. So that's a video. This is under the desk, by the way, which it still has light. And let me bring up my phone. That doesn't have night vision, by the way. Let's see how my phone deals with under the table where there's little. Oh wow. Let's go into video instead. There we go. Boom. Okay, cool. So this is absolutely useless garbage by the looks of it. Here is a... No, let me just lower this down, or no. I guess I have to make it brighter on the devices. Let me just deal with this. There we go. So we can see this is a recording right here. Looks just fine. Now on the camera right here that I'm kind of like just pointing this out, this doesn't really show that much, but believe me, there's a lot visible in this recording. I can see all the cables, I can see the, which you can't, but there is like a carpet kind of tucked onto the wall going here, and then I have the foam for silencing and some other crap right here, and this is all visible. I can clearly see where the wall is and all that stuff. Like I said, on the video right here, I can't really tell that. And let's see this one. I do want to make this much brighter, just so... Oh, that's top brightness, cool. You know what? I have to say, I can barely even see... let me just bring the other phone, considering I can't even show it here. I can barely see... Stop playing. Okay, maybe start playing. There we go. This part right here. This is what's kind of holding the desk, this thing to the wall. It is right here. I can barely see it. Honestly, the smudges now make it completely invisible, but I did see it just briefly. And it's like right here. So this is absolutely for night vision. I'm not sure what the hell is night vision in here. You see, maybe there's... Is this going to be better? Okay, this is better. But this is just a photo. Okay, so photos are looking a little bit better. You can now clearly see this. But let's see actually a photo on my phone. Let's go photo. There we go. Get a photo. Keep in mind, I'm not like doing any kind of additional, editing or anything like that. It's just snap a photo, whatever it comes out with, that's what I get. So here we have a comparison. One is literally designed to take night photos. The other one is not. And it's doing a better job at it than the night vision right here. Now, that being said, I'm kind of doing this maybe a little bit of an injustice because this will still take about the same kind of crappy photos that you can see right here in pitch black, while my phone will not. My phone will not be able to capture shit in pitch blackness. This one still will. But that being said, like video, like it's bright enough there to see it, so even with night vision, this is still supposed to be able to capture it, but for some reason it wasn't. So the functionality of a night vision right here is just kind of god-awful. Photos-wise, it could be good. Video-wise, if it captures the same kind of crappy video normally, and pitch blackness too, and then it's not really usable. Considering you can turn on flash on most phones while recording and have, you know, light coming this way, it's kind of redundant. And the night vision right here also on phones and generally it's kind of like a bit of a gimmick, I would say, considering it's as good as if you were to turn on flash and record with flash. That's just kind of the same way this works. Night vision on phones uses the infrared lighting. I believe it's right here, though I can't be certain. Let me just quickly can quickly check it. Am I just doing this? Yep, that's the night vision. You can see it's right now lit up in purple, a pinkish kind of color. And the reason for that is, the reason I'm even grabbing my phone, I can kind of see it through the camera too. But the reason I'm grabbing my phone is because I cannot see this light myself. This is invisible spectrum of light to your eye. So you don't actually see this yourself, but the camera does. And like I said, it's kind of gimmicky because this works as well as though you were to turn on flash on your phone and record with just the with this on. Same thing, just one you can see yourself. So it's kind of bad right here, just from a quick look. And at the price of $400 freaking, I don't see a reason for me to try to figure it out how to make it look better, to be honest. So with that in mind, one thing this device has going for it is the moronically big battery, which is a good thing, which is almost 12,000 milliamps. No, exactly, it's 11,800, but it's still like stupidly big battery. It can be charged at 33 watts, but the charger that they provide is 30, so a little, you know, you're not getting the full kind of charging speed from that charger. Additionally, we have 1 terabyte of storage right here and 12 gigabytes of RAM. Not at the 20, no, not the 30, whatever they advertise. It's 12 gigs. I'm pissed off with anything else. The extended RAM is just, the fact that they're calling it extended RAM is bullshit, because the RAM that they're using right here is LPDDR4X. So it's not the newest one. And on top of that, the 24 extended RAM is not LPDDR4X, it's RAM. So RAM. So this is, or sorry, not this one, the ROM. And this is the unified storage that they have. So they're literally claiming it's RAM, and it's not. And that's on their official website that I'm looking at. Anyway, moving on, the processor powering this phone is a MediaTek Helio G100. It's an octa-core processor running at 2.2 gigahertz. And other than that, we do have the standard things like the SIM card, dual SIM card actually, support with dedicated SD card up to 1, I think, terabyte. We have NFC payment support through Google Pay, and fingerprint sensor on, what is it? I just saw it somewhere. Face unlock, side fingerprint recognition. So yeah, I think this is the fingerprint. Oh yeah, now I can see the angle. So it does have a border right here. So yeah, this is the fingerprint sensor right here, doubling as a power button. And yeah, the device is built like a kind of like a tank. Pretty heavy rubberized sides right here with metal inclusions right here. This, I don't know if this seems like plastic, to be honest, on the back right here. I could be wrong, it doesn't really mention right here. But plastic would make sense for durability purposes rather than glass. So yeah, in terms of build quality, obviously I don't mind dropping this. I know it's not going to get damaged. And yeah, for $400, this is a absolutely overpriced device for what it offers. And just to give you a perspective, let's see. Go with this one. Oh yeah, there it is. Let's take a look at the Mi Store. And let me just quickly check. So go to USD to PLN. This is 1400, and you can get for 1400. Where the hell is the price? Oh, God's sakes, I can't find it. Oh, there we go. Okay, so this is a little bit more, but what you get is just like unsurmountably like unfair to compare. So this will be more like $500. What I'm about to mention. There are actually better options, even cheaper than what we have right here, by like for like 250. But I want to give you kind of two perspectives. One which will be more expensive, definitely better, and one that will be cheaper, definitely better. So the first one, the more expensive, would be the Poco F8. There's two versions of it. One is more, one is less expensive. There's the Pro and Non-Pro. But the Non-Pro is going to run you about oh wait, this is the Pro. Oh wait, sorry, yeah, Pro and Ultra, that was the name. So we have the Pro, and that one runs about $500. Comes with the 8 Elite processor, which is what the flagship Samsung's S25 comes with, which at this point, almost the newest processor. It only got succeeded not too long ago by the Gen 5. So it's just like one generation behind. And very recently, it's still like moronically fast processor that will get you through everything. It has a stupid fast charging of 100 watts instead of the 30, with 6.2K battery, so much smaller, but the device is in the thickness of a car door. We have better cameras, obviously. This is a normal phone with IP68 rating, and better display, better everything. So that will be the what could be considered a better alternative to this one, more expensive, while offering basically flagship performance for not that much more. Honestly, I'm not even sure how Xiaomi is making profit off of these devices, considering they're at this point the most affordable flagship I have ever seen. And there's like no competition to these devices at this point. If you want best phone for the cheapest price, there is nothing that can compete with this. Now the other one would be the CMF Phone 2 Pro. We can go for the more expensive one. There's also one. The CMF 2 Pro will come with 5000 watt milliamp battery, 33 watts charging, similar to this one, but the processor will be much faster, being the Dimensity 7300 Pro with 8 GB of RAM. Again, you don't need 36 or 12 or whatever the hell it's in here. It's outside of the capabilities of this device to even like use this fully, so it's just a gimmick. But the, again, display much better, cameras much better, display resolution actually is also better. So in general, that phone will be also better than this, while just not being rugged. But one thing that I want to mention with the CMF phone, specifically the first one, there's not much difference between 1 and 2, but the first one has this kind of design where it allows you to take off the back cover of the device. The device still has like everything, you know, batteries, you're not going to be able to pop it out normally like you would in old phones, but it allows you to take off the entire back cover of the device along with the kind of like the bezel all around and replace it with other ones. So even if it gets damaged, you can buy them for relatively cheap, cheap meaning like $10 maybe, and replace them. And obviously you can also slap in a case on it. So automatically that phone is rugged, I would say, just because if it gets damaged, you can replace it easily, and you can always put on a case on it to make it even more tanky than it already is. The only downside is you're not getting the night vision, though the way it works right here, I don't think that's a really a downside here. And you don't get the nearly 12,000 milliamp hour battery. But honestly, I think both of those are good trade-offs. For what you get at a nearly, what, $50 or more less, depending on which one you go for. The Nothing Phone 1 and 2 are much better options compared to this for cheaper. And then if you want to go for like absolute, you know, peak, the Poco F8 Pro, that's going to completely take a shit on this device in terms of value for money. And it's going to do that also to literally every other device that is on the market. So these are the couple options that I would recommend going over this one instead of this one. It might be rugged, but the most rugged device is the one that costs you less, and the one that you can put on a case on and then replace it once it gets damaged. So other than that, these phones, in my opinion, are just marketing gimmick designed to fleece you out of your money. There is no value in rugged devices in reality for the most part. This one, to be fair, this one has the massive battery. So nearly 12,000, that's like tablet size battery right here. And the unusable night vision. So I guess the only thing it's got for it is the big battery, which you can replace with a power bank and still have money left over. So with that being said, that basically concludes my opinion of this device, specifications and all that stuff. So if you found this video helpful, don't forget to hit like, subscribe, and thanks for watching. Welcome. In front of me is a DOOGEE Blade 20 Max, and today I'll show you how you can go through the setup process of this device. So, when you boot it up for the very first time, you should be presented with the same screen that you can see on my end, and in here, we're going to start off by selecting our language right here. And by default already selected a correct one, but there is additional caveat here. So when it comes down to English, you can see we have English United States. Let's find English in here. And when you click on it, you can see we have many more other regions to choose from. The one that I would like to select is, as far as I can tell, probably not present right here. Let's see. Yep, not here. I was going to look for Poland, but God forbid I would be able to choose Poland right here. Now, the reason I would be looking for Poland right here in English language is because I'm looking at it as from a perspective of a region, and with this idea that by selecting a region that is in European Union, the devices, for instance OSs like Google, Android, would be forced to abide by the European Union laws, which are much better for consumers and definitely not so for corporations, unlike US, which is the other way around. So that's why I'm looking for this one. And as an example, in cases where European Union, primarily Apple is the best kind of example right here, tries to do some bullshit kind of things like lock down their ecosystem. European comes in, just kind of goes nope, and starts finding them up the ass. So though this kind of hasn't been really working too well, considering I guess they can install applications from different stores, which was the problem, that you couldn't, but Apple still gets their Apple tax for not providing shit, which now that's even shittier than it was before. Great. But that's one thing that they basically had to change because of the laws, which they didn't really want to. And another one would have been, for instance, things like UK. If you live in UK, for God's sakes, don't select UK. Just select anywhere else. Now, as far as I can tell, this might not have any kind of impact, but if there's a slight bit of a chance that it does, it's much better than no chance at all. And what I'm referring to is, for instance, when it comes down, again, Apple, greatest example, UK tried to force them to basically give them back access to the iOS, which Apple refused, which, well, good on them. And we know about this because Apple refused it, so they kind of talked about it. But yeah, if UK wanted that back access, I'm pretty sure they decided to blackmail them into it, that if they don't give them, they won't be able to sell phones there, which therefore would force them to basically agree to it. And when they agree to it, they are obligated to not disclose this information. So, hey, for all you know, your iPhones might right now have back access for your government to check everything about you, what you're doing, what you talk about, and all that shit. And you have no idea about it. Now, Android is the same way, so don't think like there's much of a difference right here. They're basically the same kind of same crap. So I would be selecting anything outside of UK just because I prefer when my government doesn't treat me like I'm a criminal till proven innocent. And to be proven innocent, they need to be basically checking my colon, what is happening there, and then decide, oh yeah, you're good, you can go. But God forbid you would install some different operating system that would not allow that to happen, which they do exist, so I highly recommend checking those out. Then you automatically, oh, you must be a criminal. But hey, I personally value privacy, not because I have something to hide, because I value my privacy, and it's none of their effing business what I have on my phone. And I find it just a bit hypocritical when the people making those laws are the ones that are being excluded from them. It's one of those rules for thee, but not for me. So I say screw that, go F yourself, and I will take any kind of chance that I can to basically not allow that to happen. And if I have to, I'll be using a fucking flip phone. So anyway, let's select something that isn't part of UK. And we can go to the next page, which allows me to connect through mobile network, assuming I insert a SIM card. This step is optional, so you don't need to do it. And next would be the Wi-Fi connection page. Again, not required, so you can skip this if you want to. But if you try to skip both of those, Wi-Fi and mobile data, your device doesn't have any connection to network, which therefore gives you this pop-up, which is without connection, you won't be able to sign into Google account, restore apps and data, get software updates, and automatically have date and time set. Now, all of these can be changed later on after the setup is completed, so this is not set in stone. Once you finish up the setup, you can connect to network, insert a SIM card, obviously, change the date and time, set it automatically, get software updates, and all that stuff. So this is just while you're going through the setup, and only while you're going through the setup. And additionally, we have the date and time visible right here, which it wasn't set automatically, but yet it was, because it is correct. It is Monday, 29th of December of 2025. It is well, not really Warsaw, but there is no Krakow here as an option. So this is basically what you check right here in Poland for the correct time zone. And it is 5:44. So everything is correct. Anyway, next we have the set a pin. Now, by default, it opts into a 4 to 6 digit pin, but you can click right here on screen lock options and choose either pattern or password as well. And I do recommend changing or choosing at least one of those. Well, you can only choose one, pin, pattern, or password, but choose one of those to protect your device. Your phone primarily stores a lot of your personal information and other people's information, like their phone numbers and so on. So it's best that if you would ever lose this device, whoever finds it won't have just free access to all this data without any kind of, protection. It's always best to protect yourself. Now, I'll be choosing a pattern right here just for this purpose. Once you draw it once, you can then click on next and then repeat it for the second time, confirm, and it's now set. Once you select any kind of screen lock, pin, pattern, or password, you can also add a fingerprint sensor, which is side-mounted on the power button. But you know what, I'll be skipping this by scrolling down and selecting not now. Next we have Google services, and boy I'm going to be stuck here for a couple minutes explaining these. Even though on the surface it seems like nothing burger right here, cool, use location scanning and sending user and diagnostic data, I do want to just kind of take a moment and take a steaming pile of a dump all over this, because this is just a load of bullshit right here. So use location, cool. We won't be using location through Wi-Fi and GPS. Wow, it's not like there isn't any other ways to get location through cell towers, through for instance other devices, NFC, and so on, device IMEI, and so on. So you can turn that off and it means absolutely nothing. And additionally, it will also turn off the allow scanning, which allow scanning includes scanning Wi-Fi networks and Bluetooth. Cool. Now you have, again, other ways of connecting to other devices, which with these two being off, technically your device shouldn't really be communicating with anything on paper. Or if we understand this correctly, I mean, scanning and location is off. So don't think that your device isn't being tracked, because there is still ways through mobile network, like I mentioned, which isn't included in here, and that's a way to be scanning and sending user and diagnostic data, which again you can turn off, but that still won't affect it. So this is all just fluff right here to blow smoke up your ass and do absolutely nothing. And just to kind of give you an example, when people do some questionable things legally, and they are absolutely autistic about trying to not be, found, and they put their device into airplane mode, take out the SIM card, turn off the device, and wow, would you know it? They got found because of their phone tracking them, which shouldn't be really possible considering it was even in airplane mode without a freaking SIM card while being off. Yet it was still found. That doesn't really sound like a device was ever off in this case, now was it? So that's one thing. Another one that I just absolutely despise is the option that you can't actually turn off, because hey, why won't you be able to control your own device? That's not for you to do, that's from Google to control. You might be paying, but Google is owning. So it's the install updates and apps. Now it seems kind of ominous right here, doesn't really give you much info. And you might think, cool, I can't turn it off right here, but I can just go into the settings after the setup is completed and turn off the auto updates for apps and system, yeah, and I'm all good. Well, there are other ways to update your device without your permission too. Ones that you never know is happening because it's literally called OTA update services. It's a service that is running in the background of your phone that doesn't give two shits about you not wanting an update. If Google wants something to happen, oh boy, they're gonna do it without your permission or even a knowledge. And you probably already experienced this from time to time, where you might wake up one day, no info about your phone being updated, and you open up something like a Play Store that now looks completely different. Now, how would that happen if the device never updated? So that would be through OTA updates, and that would also have been what Google would have used if they went with this bullshit kind of thing that they wanted to lock down their Android system to prevent you from installing third-party applications because of, think of the children, oh wait, sorry, not this one, that's not the bullshit excuse that they used. It was, think of the viruses. We have so many viruses that we're going to be protecting you from by not allowing you to install third-party applications. But we're going to leave all the virus-filled apps in our Play Store. That's fine. Obviously, it was a monetary decision because, God forbid, you would be able to use YouTube Revanced and not get ads. So that's one thing. And that would have been forced on your device through OTA updates, even though you have everything turned off and wouldn't want this. Now, there is a way to prevent bullshit like this from happening, is just by deleting the OTA services as a process that is running in the background, but that would also prevent you from getting any kind of system updates or security patches, which obviously would mean that your device might be vulnerable to any kind of exploits that might come up. But if your device is past its life support, where you no longer get security patches for your device, which usually is like, what, 3 or 4 years, something like that, then it doesn't really matter. You can get rid of that dog shit because it's not like it's ever going to give you a new update, but it will force that crap on your device to basically, do whatever Google wants to do. Now, I do want to point out, just in case you're wondering, Google went back on it just because everyone was flipping shit about it, like me. So it won't be happening, at least not to this fullest extent. They're just going to make installing third-party applications much more annoying. It's kind of like the 2 steps forward, 1 step back, so we're still getting shafted, but a little bit less than they wanted to. And I still don't like it. So anyway, let's move on. Oh, okay, that just kind of finished up the setup abruptly. But anyway, that's the setup completed. There might have been, or there would have been one more page that you would have definitely seen, which is the Google login page if you connected to any kind of network, which I didn't. But anyway, with that being said, hopefully you found this video helpful, and if you did, don't forget to hit like, subscribe, and thanks for watching.
Hello, in this video I'm going to show you how to transfer data and how to restore a backup on DOOGEE Blade 20 Max. Okay, so first I'll show you how you can transfer the data from your previous device into your DOOGEE, and then I'll show you how you can restore the backup from Google One. As you can see, we're doing the setup process. In here, select your language and click on Start. Now we need to connect to a network, so select your Wi-Fi and now type password to it. And click on Connect. Okay, getting the phone ready, so we'll have to wait a little bit because it may take a few minutes. Okay, and now we have a possibility to copy apps and data. So click on next. Click on next once again. And now the phone wants us to connect both devices to each other using a cable. But in my case, it would require USB-C to, I don't know, is it micro USB or USB-C? But I don't have a cable that fits. If you also don't have a cable that fits, don't worry. We can click on no cable and we can copy without it. We'll simply use our Wi-Fi. So now click on next. Okay, now on our previous device, we need to launch Google app. Click on next. And now you can use a voice comment. You can say, okay, Google, set up my device, or you can manually type set up my device in the search box. Okay. Click on next on your previous device. Okay. Verify the shapes. If they are the same, click on next. Click on copy. In my case, I also need to verify by typing the screen lock that I have on my previous phone. Okay, our account is being copied, and now it says that we need to continue the setup on our DOOGEE. Getting ready to copy. This might take a few minutes, so we'll have to wait a little bit. Okay, and now we can choose what we want to copy. In here we have a list. Down below we can see that Gmail, Google Photos, Contacts and Calendar are synced automatically. And from that list, let's say I would like to copy everything except the apps. And now if you have selected everything that you want, click on copy to start the process. Okay, and now we have a simple setup process. Everything is being copied in the background. So now we can set our lock screen. Don't worry, you can skip it. It's always available later in the settings. So if you don't do it now, nothing will happen. I will skip it in my case. Now we have the Google services. Simply scroll down and accept. Now we have backup options that are really useful, and I always highly recommend turning them on, but everything is up to you, it's your device. In my case, I'll turn it on. Now we need to select default browser and search engine. I'll always pick Google Chrome, that's my favorite browser, and Google as my search engine. Okay, now we have a feature that will let contacts nearby find and share with us. It is up to you. I'll agree. Okay, now we have the Gemini, which is our AI assistant, and we have possibility to turn on the alternative way of launching it by simply saying, hey, Google. So we'll be able to launch it using a voice command. I'll turn it on, why not? Okay, in here, if you want, you can add another email account and change how text displays. I don't want it, so I'll click on no thanks. Okay, copying is done. We can see it on both devices. So let's click on done. Once again, getting the phone ready. So we'll have to wait. Oh, actually, it's already done. Now our device is ready to use. Also, there's a chance that as you open up the notification bar, something might still be installed in the background, for example, from the Play Store. If it does, simply don't disconnect from the Wi-Fi yet and wait until everything gets downloaded or synced. You can see that in my case, for example, I'm syncing the contacts from the Google. All right, okay, and now I'll show you how to restore the backup from Google One. As you can see, again, we are doing the setup process. Now click on next when you have possibility to copy apps and data, but this time we need to select that we cannot use other device. Now click on OK. Let's wait a little bit. Okay, and now we have possibility to sign in into Google account. And we have to sign in into the same Google account on which we made the backup before. It is really important because if you sign in into wrong account, you won't have possibility to restore your backup. So first we need to type our mail. Click on next, and now we also have to type the password. Right now. Also click on next. Click on agree. All right, and now select the backup that you want to restore. In my case, I would like to restore this one. When it comes to Gmail, Calendar, and Drive, and Google Photos, they are synced automatically, and down below we can see a list, and we can choose what we want to restore. In my case, I would like to restore everything except my apps. Now, if you have selected everything, click on Restore. Okay, and now just like in the previous method, we'll have to go through the setup process so we can set our lock screen. In my case, I will skip it. It's always available later. Now we have Google services, scroll down and hit on accept. Now we have backup options. I highly recommend turning them on. Okay, now the default browser and search engine. I'll select Google Chrome and Google as my search engine. Okay, let contacts nearby find and share with us. It is up to you, do you want to use that feature or not? I'll agree. Okay, now the Gemini, and we can launch this method to wake up the Gemini by simply saying, hey Google. So we'll be able to launch it by using a voice command. I'll turn it on. Okay, getting the phone ready, so we need to wait one last time. Okay, and now we are ready to use our device. Alright, and that's all in this video. Thank you all for watching. If you found this video helpful, please leave a like, comment, and subscribe.
Welcome. In front of me is a DOOGEE Blade 20 Max, and today I'll show you how we can import your contacts from the SIM card to the device. Okay, so let's get started. First thing we're going to do is open up our contacts application, the one like right here, and you want to navigate to organize, scroll down, and you will find the option called manage SIM. Now, okay, so Google decided to be absolute annoying pieces of shit, and I will not let this go without commenting on it, just because I just find it that, like, I don't know, European Union should do something about it, considering people that never consented to this are being affected by this bullshit. So it's this piece of shit right here. Choose where to save contacts. Now, we have only one option visible, Google and device. So it's two at the same time. Now, there is another option under more options, but it shouldn't be hidden. It's not like there isn't enough of effing space on the screen right here for this piece of shit additional option, which is the device. And just to also add to this, if you have other options visible right here, they will all be listed. Apart from the one that is just a device, because how effing dare you not give Google all the data that they want? So if you haven't already gathered this, you're going to be selecting device only. Because the contacts that you're importing aren't really your contacts, and this, I wholeheartedly believe this shouldn't even be legal, considering the amount of information that is connected to a single contact can be pretty extensive, and the person that is uploading it should not be the person that can give the permission of this contact being uploaded somewhere. So Once you select your medium where you want to import your contacts to, you will have them all selected by default as long as these contacts already don't exist where you're trying to import them. If they do, they will become grayed out and deselected. So in any case, you can deselect also contacts that you don't want, and from there, click on import. There we go. Tells me 3 contacts have been imported. Cool. I'm going to mute this crap. There we go. And now we're going to navigate to contacts. And depending on where you have imported your contacts to, you can click right here on all contacts. And you can change to display contacts, all of them, from the Google account or the device itself, which is what I'm going to select. And you can see when you select just the device, it tells you that, oh no, they're not synced. How dare you? We can also click on them, and obviously the reason that you would import them is because when you go to edit them, you can see we can add things like the little bubble photo right here. We can add the entire page photo for like when people are calling you. You can add first, middle, last name, company name, phone number, along with multiple phone numbers for like home, work, office, and whatever else. We can add labels, notes, email addresses, birthday addresses, and others. Now, like I was saying before, this isn't your information. And by uploading it to Google, you're basically sharing someone else's personal information if it's filled out. That's a lot of personal information that the person that is having their information shared never consented to. Now, I don't believe this should be even legal. And let's be honest, Google isn't just uploading this to their cloud and letting it sit there. Let's not be pretending here that Google would do something out of the goodness of their heart. So obviously it's feeding into their bullshit spyware algorithm to basically categorize everyone, and this just gives them a lot of additional information. So when importing contacts, I recommend importing them to the device, and even if you want them on other devices, you can always create a VCF file and move it to another phone. This would basically prevent Google from having access to it and remove that kind of problem. And when you also import contacts to just the device, you sometimes might get this bullshit pop-up, just to see if we get it. Yeah, there we go. I deliberately selected this device, and this absolute horseshit will tell me, hey, whoa, these contacts are in sync. Sync device and SIM card. Hey, wait. How would you know that these contacts are in sync? You're not supposed to be connecting them anywhere. Don't check them. It's none of your business. So, another thing, you sometimes get this, this mess. But you might also get another amazing pop-up, the most brain-dead bullshit you can probably imagine. So you sometimes might get this pop-up telling you, when you sync these contacts, delete the contacts that you have synced from your SIM card. Now, the reason I consider this absolute brain-dead moronic take from Google is because, well, it's designed to basically make you rely on their piece of shit services. And that basically tries to incentivize you to get rid of the backup that you have locally stored on your SIM card. And mind it, SIM card contacts or the storage on the SIM card is only usable for that. And Google is here trying to be like this savior. Oh, let's clean up storage on your SIM card. The only thing the card is designed to do, which is stored contacts, but hey, let's have more storage for no reason. So obviously you want to select to keep these contacts because it doesn't serve you any kind of purpose to delete them. And you also shouldn't be uploading any contacts anywhere, along with sharing your personal data, diagnostics, or anything like that. Because let's be honest, that's everything that is monetized that you never see a penny of. So as long as you don't see a penny of it, why would you be sharing it? So that's just my take. Import your contacts to the device only, not the cloud. And just go that extra step to not make all your personal information along with everyone else's widely available to everyone. Anyway, with that being said, hopefully you found this video helpful. My rant right here with tinfoil, I guess. And if you did, don't forget to smash like, subscribe, and thanks for watching.
Hello, in this video I'm going to show you how to restore WhatsApp backup on DOOGEE Blade 20 Max. Okay, so before we launch our WhatsApp, we need to launch our settings and we need to make sure that we are logged into proper Google account. So scroll all the way down, find Google. Okay, and in that place, simply make sure that you're logged into the same Google account that you have selected before in the moment when you were creating your backup. It is really important because if you'll be logged into wrong account, you won't have possibility to restore your chats. So make sure that you're logged into proper account. Now we can launch our WhatsApp. As you can see, the app welcomes us. Simply select your language, click on agree and continue. We can click on allow to send us notifications. And now in that place, we need to type our phone number. Continue, click on allow, and it will be automatically pasted. So let's click on use and now click on next. Okay, click on yes. Okay, and now we need to verify our phone number. We have the missed call function and also the code from the SMS message. Simply select the mode that you would like to use. I'll use missed call. So now click on continue. Now tap on allow. Currently it's requesting for a call, so we need to wait a little bit. All right, verifying, verified, connecting. Okay, and after the loading, we have something like that. We have the contacts, so now simply tap on continue. Now allow for everything that pops out on your screen. And now select restore from backup. Down below we can see the date of the last backup, so simply select it and click on continue. Don't click on skip because if you'll skip the process right now, you won't be able to do it later. So we need to do it right now, so select and click on continue. And now everything is being restored. In my case, it's not taking much time because I don't have a lot of messages. Okay, 14 messages restored, your media will restore in the background. So now click on next. In here you can type your name and also change the profile photo. If you're interested, all you need to do is to tap on that green button. Now click on next. Okay, and now you're ready to use our WhatsApp. And now I will show you that everything has been successfully restored, including photos, videos, and of course, normal messages. Alright, and that's all in this video. Thank you all for watching. If you found this video helpful, please leave a like, comment, and subscribe.
Morning guys, and in front of me is DOOGEE Blade 20 Max, and let me show you how to reset camera settings. So, first of all, enroll your camera app. Now mark settings, and here you've got restore. And if you truly want to go back to default camera values, just tap on OK. And that's it, that will be all. So, thank you for watching, please subscribe our channel, and leave the thumbs up. Good morning guys, and in front of me is DOOGEE Blade 20 Max, and let me show you how to reset Bluetooth settings. So first of all, enroll settings, then scroll all the way down, go to system and pick reset options. Here click on reset Wi-Fi and Bluetooth, confirm by tapping on reset, and that's it. So thank you for watching, please subscribe our channel and leave the thumbs up. Hello everyone, today we've got here DOOGEE Blade 20 Max, and let me show you how to close all running apps on this device. So if you wish to close all background apps at once, just with one click, mark this horizontal lines icon. Here you've got all apps that are currently active, and just mark close all. And that's it. If you will tap here again, you will find no recent items. Thank you for watching, please subscribe our channel and leave the thumbs up. Morning guys, and in front of me is DOOGEE Blade 20 Max, and let me show you how to activate keyboard clicks. So first of all, enroll settings, then find and select sound and vibration, pick tap and click sounds, just mark it, and that's it. From now on it is active. So thank you for watching. As you can hear, it is active. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe our channel and leave the thumbs up. Good morning guys, and in front of me is DOOGEE Blade 20 Max, and let me show you how to change phone ringtone on this device. So at first open the settings, then find and select sound and vibration, select phone ringtone, and now just choose the one that you like the most, tap on OK, and it is applied. So that's it, that will be all. Thank you for watching, please subscribe our channel and leave the thumbs up. Morning guys, today we've got here DOOGEE Blade 20 Max, and let me show you how to activate battery percentage. So at first enroll the settings, then find and select battery, and here you'll notice battery percentage. So once you want to make it visible in your status bar, just mark the indicator, and that's it. As you can see, it is already set. Obviously, once you want to hide it, just unmark it. Thank you for watching, please subscribe our channel and leave the thumbs up. Morning guys, and in front of me is DOOGEE Blade 20 Max, and let me show you how to activate charging sounds. So at first, let's open the settings, then find and select sound and vibration, scroll down, and here under system sounds, you will find charging sounds and vibration. So just mark it here, and from now on it is active. So every time you'll plug in the charger, you'll be able to hear the sound and also feel some smooth vibration. Thank you for watching, please subscribe our channel and leave the thumbs up. Morning guys, and in front of me is DOOGEE Blade 20 Max, and let me show you how to remove fingerprint from this device. So at first, let's open the settings, then find and select security and privacy, go to device unlock, mark fingerprint and face unlock, draw an unlock pattern, and here you've got fingerprint. To remove it, just mark bin icon and confirm by tapping on delete. So that is all. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe our channel and leave the thumbs up. Good morning guys, today we've got here DOOGEE Blade 20 Max, and let me show you how to reset network settings. So at first enroll settings, then scroll all the way down and mark system. Here locate reset options, and you will notice here reset mobile network settings. To do it, just mark and confirm by tapping on reset settings. Now you need to confirm with your pattern, mark reset settings again, and that's it. As you can see, it has been done. Thank you for watching, please subscribe our channel and leave the thumbs up. Good morning guys, and in front of me is DOOGEE Blade 20 Max, and let me show you how to change the date and time on this device. So first of all, enroll the settings, then scroll all the way down and mark system. From system options, pick date and time, and now switch off automatic date and time, choose both date and time manually by yourself. So that's it, that will be all. Thank you for watching, please subscribe our channel and leave the thumbs up. Good morning guys, and in front of me is DOOGEE Blade 20 Max, and let me show you how to update apps on this device. So at first enroll Play Store, then mark your account icon and select Manage Apps and Device. Here click on See Details under Updates Available, and now you can either update all apps at once by tapping on Update All, or you can update one particular app smoothly by tapping on Update right next to its icon. So that's it, that will be all. Thank you for watching, please subscribe our channel and leave the thumbs up. Morning guys, and in front of me is DOOGEE Blade 20 Max, and let me show you how to check for software updates. So at first enroll settings, then find and select and select System. And here we've got System Updates. Just mark the indicator and click on Check for Updates. Wait a couple of seconds, and here we've got the notification. In my case, the system is up to date. However, if yours is not, you will be also informed here, and straight from this panel, instead of OK, you'll be able to update it. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe our channel and leave the thumbs up. Good morning, guys, and in front of me is DOOGEE Blade 20 Max, and let me show you how to reset app preferences. So at first, let's open the settings, then find and select System, open Reset Options, and just mark Reset App Preferences. Now, if you truly want to reset all preferences for disabled apps, disabled app notifications, default applications for actions, background data restriction for apps, or any other permission restrictions, just mark Reset Apps. And that's it, that would be all. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe our channel and leave the thumbs up. Morning, guys, and in front of me is DOOGEE Blade 20 Max, and let me show you how to change voicemail notification sound. So at first, enroll your phone dialer. Now tap on more icon, which is 3 dots one in the right upper corner, select Settings, pick Voicemail, and mark Notifications. Here just click on Sound and pick the tune that you want to apply. Then tap on OK, and that's it, it is set. So thank you for watching, please subscribe our channel and leave the thumbs up. Guys, in front of me is DOOGEE Blade 20 Max, and let me show you how to reset advertising ID, or how to actually delete it. So to do it, just enroll the settings, then find and select Google. Now go to all services and pick ads. Now, as you can see, you can either reset it only by tapping on the reset advertising ID, then mark confirm, or you can fully delete it the same way. So that's it. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe our channel and leave the thumbs up. Alright, guys, and in front of me is DOOGEE Blade 20 Max, and let me show you how to activate demo mode. So at first, let's open the settings. Now scroll down and click on System, select Developer Panel, and here go a bit lower, just locate demo mode. So just mark, and if you wish to activate it, mark Enable Demo Mode, and once you want to make it visible as well, use the second, which is Show Demo Mode. And that's it, that will be all. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe our channel and leave the thumbs up. Good morning, guys, and in front of me is DOOGEE Blade 20 Max, and let me show you how to change screen timeout. So first of all, enroll the settings, then find and select Display. Here go to Screen Timeout and pick the time after which you want your display to fall asleep. Once marked, you need to confirm it with your pattern, pin code, fingerprint, whatever you use, and as you can see, it is already set. So that's it, that would be all. From now on, my screen would be off after 10 minutes of inactivity. Thank you for watching, please subscribe our channel and leave the thumbs up. Good morning, guys, and in front of me is DOOGEE Blade 20 Max, and let me show you how to locate serial number assigned to this phone. So first of all, enroll phone dialer. Now enter code *#06#, and here you've got device information. At the bottom, you've got serial number. Tap on OK to exit, and now you can also locate it via settings. So let's enroll settings at first. Scroll all the way down, mark About Phone, scroll down, select Model, and here you've got your serial number. So that's it, that will be all. Thank you for watching, please subscribe our channel and leave the thumbs up. Good morning, guys, and in front of me is DOOGEE Blade 20 Max, and let me show you how to change video resolution. So if you wish to change the video quality, just open your camera app. Now go to video mode. And now select settings. It's in the right upper corner. Now you will notice video quality here. So just pick the one in which you want to record your videos. So let me apply 2K, then go back and start recording. Obviously you can change it whenever you want. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe our channel and leave the thumbs up. Good morning guys, in front of me is DOOGEE Blade 20 Max, and let me show you how to check total screen time. So at first enroll the settings. Now find and select digital well-being and parental controls. And here we've got some basic data. Tap here again, and here you've got all the statistics regarding each day of usage. If you'll scroll down a bit, you can check all apps and time spent on particular app. You can check it daily or hourly, and also you can check notifications received or times opened. So that's it, that will be all. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe our channel and leave the thumbs up. Morning guys, in front of me is DOOGEE Blade 20 Max, and let me show you how to activate developer options. So at first enroll the settings, then scroll all the way down, mark about phone and scroll to the bottom. Here you've got build number. You need to tap on it 7 times. Then draw your unlock pattern if you have one. And as you can see, from now on you are a developer. Just let's go back, enroll system, and developer options appeared right here. Click to open and use them however you like. So that's it, that will be all. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe our channel and leave the thumbs up. Hi guys, in front of me is DOOGEE Blade 20 Max, and let me show you how to locate IMEI number. So at first open your phone dialer. Now enroll keypad and enter a secret code, which is *#06#. And here you've got device info with both IMEIs at the top of the list. Tap on OK, and now you can also find it via settings. So let's enroll settings at first. Then scroll down, mark about phone, and here you've got both IMEIs. So that's it, that will be all. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe our channel and leave the thumbs up. Good morning guys, in front of me is DOOGEE Blade 20 Max, and let me show you how to block a number. So at first you need to open your contacts. Now pick the contact that you want to block, and now here you will have block numbers. Mark it and confirm that you want to do it, and that's it. As you can see later on here you'll be able to remove the blockade. Also here you've got the notification that this particular number is blocked, so you will not receive any calls or messages from this number. And that's it. And let me remove the blockade. So thank you for watching. Please subscribe our channel and leave the thumbs up. Morning guys, in front of me is DOOGEE Blade 20 Max, and let me show you how to set the gesture navigation bar. So if you wish to have gesture navigation instead of button navigation, as we currently have, just open the settings, then find and select system. Here we've got it, and mark gestures. To activate it, just mark navigation mode and pick gesture navigation. And as you can see, it is already set, so you can smoothly by sliding navigate on your phone. So this is it, that will be all. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe our channel and leave the thumbs up. Good morning guys, in front of me is DOOGEE Blade 20 Max, and let me show you how to clear credentials. So first of all, enroll the settings, then find and select security and privacy. Scroll down and mark more options, mark security and privacy settings. Here go a bit lower and locate and click on encryption and credentials. Now select clear credentials, and if you truly want to do it, just mark on OK. draw an unlock pattern, and that's it. That would be all. So thank you for watching. Please subscribe our channel and leave the thumbs up. Hello everyone, in front of me is DOOGEE Blade 20 Max, and let me show you how to activate emoji suggestion. So at first, let's open the settings. Then find and select System. Here go to Keyboard, select on-screen keyboard, mark Gboard, scroll down, and here you've got emojis, stickers, and GIFs. Just mark it here, scroll down, and here you've got suggestions while typing. So unless this indicator is active right next to the emoji, just mark it to turn it on. And that will be all. So thank you for watching. Please subscribe our channel and leave the thumbs up. Good morning guys. Today we've got here DOOGEE Blade 20 Max, and let me show you how to activate automatic system updates. So at first enroll settings, then scroll down and enter system. Here go to developer options. If you cannot find here developer options, you have to unlock them. To do it, just take a look at our tutorial on how to turn on developer panel. But if you see it, just click to open, scroll a bit, and here you've got automatic system updates. Mark, and that's it. From now on, updates will be applied automatically whenever device restarts. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe our channel and leave the thumbs up. Morning guys. Today we've got here DOOGEE Blade 20 Max, and let me show you how to clear browsing data. So at first, let's enroll your browser, then tap on More icon and click on Delete Browsing Data. Here, go straight to Options because under More you will be able to customize it fully. And now just mark everything that you want to delete. Then pick the time range. So as you can see, you can remove data from past 15 minutes, last hour, day, 7 days, 4 weeks, or all time, however you prefer, and click on Delete Data. Confirm. And that's it. That will be all. So thank you for watching. Please subscribe our channel and leave the thumbs up. Good morning guys. In front of me is DOOGEE Blade 20 Max, and let me show you how to remove Google account from this device. So first of all, enroll settings, then find and select passwords, passkeys, and accounts. And here, locate the account that you wish to remove. Click on it and mark Remove Account. Now confirm that you want to get rid of this one by tapping on Remove Account, tap on OK, and now you need to provide either your pattern, PIN code, or fingerprint, whatever you use. And that's it. It is no longer connected with your phone. So that would be all. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe our channel and leave the thumbs up. Good morning guys, in front of me is DOOGEE Blade 20 Max, and let me show you how to change system language. So at first, obviously unlock your device, then enter settings, find and select system, and click on languages. Here select system languages, tap on add a language, and mark the one that you want to apply. Now slide it up to the first place and mark change to applier. And that's it. As you can see, it is already set. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe our channel and leave the thumbs up. Good morning guys. In front of me is DOOGEE Blade 20 Max, and let me show you how to apply dark dim. So at first enroll settings, then find and select display, and here you will find dark dim under appearance. So basically all you have to do is to mark on this switcher, and once it is active you'll be able to see the dark mode on your device. If you wish to switch it off, just unmark it. If you want to customize it or schedule it, just mark on this left side and smoothly schedule either at custom hours or from sunset to sunrise, however you prefer. So that's it, that will be all. Thank you for watching, please subscribe our channel and leave the thumbs up. Hello everyone, and in front of me is DOOGEE Blade 20 Max, and let me show you how to add photo to contact. So first of all, open your phone dialer and go to contacts if you are not in this tab. Now select the contact that you want to customize, that you want to personalize, select edit and mark add picture. Now pick the source from which you want to select this photo. You can also click on camera and grab a photo right now, but I'll pick something from my gallery. Now you can customize it however you like, tap on choose and mark save. And that's it. As you can see, from now on this photo is assigned to your contact. Thank you for watching, please subscribe our channel and leave the thumbs up. Morning guys, and in front of me is DOOGEE Blade 20 Max, and let me show you how to allow unknown sources. So first of all, enroll the settings. Then from main settings list, select apps. They are actually at the top of the list. So here, this pink icon. Now go to special app access, and here you'll notice install unknown apps. In this panel you can customize it, so just pick the app that you wish to give this permission to, then mark allow from the source. Just be aware that all the risks are on you, and then go back. You can smoothly download anything from this via this app, and then you can set it for any other app of yours over here. So that's it, that will be all. Thank you for watching, please subscribe our channel and leave the thumbs up. Morning guys, and in front of me is DOOGEE Blade 20 Max, and let me show you how to activate Google Backup. So if you wish to activate Backup by Google, just enroll the settings, then find and select System, and here you will notice Backup. Just click to open and mark both backups here. Okay, so you don't have enough storage obviously, but okay, I'll do it later on. However, just mark this icon, then the second one if also you wish to backup other device data. And that's it. Once it is both marked, obviously if there's also enough space, your backup would be active. So that's it, that will be all. This is how you can activate Google Backup on your device. Thank you for watching, please subscribe our channel and leave the thumbs up.
In front of me is DOOGEE Blade 20 Max, and today I would like to show you how you can change display refresh rate. Begin by opening settings. When you're ready, scroll down a tiny bit to click on display section and scroll again. This time click on screen refresh rate and tap on one of those options to apply it. When you finished, go back. So when I do that, as you can see, screen refresh rate of my device has changed. Thanks so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to leave a like, comment and subscribe. Bye!
Morning guys, and in front of me is DOOGEE Blade 20 Max, and let me show you how to activate and use camera timer. So at first, enroll your camera app. Now, once you're in photo mode and picture mode, click on settings. And here, locate self-timer. Now pick the time, so you can either use 2 or 10 seconds delay. Go back and click on camera shutter to grab a picture. As you can see, it will be delayed and the countdown will be visible on your screen. And then the photo will be grabbed. Whenever you want to switch it off, just mark settings icon, select self timer and mark off. So that's it, that would be all. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe our channel and leave the thumbs up.
In front of me is DOOGEE Blade 20 Max, and today I would like to show you how you can change font size. Begin by opening Settings and scrolling down a tiny bit to tap on Display section available here. Now scroll again and click on Display Size and Text under Appearance. Last but not least, operate this slider under Font Size to adjust it and check out Preview at the top. So when I go back, as you can see, size of my font has changed. Thanks so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to leave a like, comment, and subscribe. Bye! In front of me is DOOGEE Blade 20 Max, and today I would like to show you how you can check a password in Passwords Manager. Begin by opening Settings and scrolling down to hit Passwords, Passkeys, and Accounts. Then choose Open under Google and click on Google Password Manager. Now it's time to click on any password you wanna check and enter your current login method. Then choose this eye icon next to your password to make it visible. Thanks so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to leave a like, comment, and subscribe. Bye! In front of me is DOOGEE Blade 20 Max, and today I would like to show you how you can delete the password from Passwords Manager. First of all, go into Settings and scroll to click on Passwords, Passkeys, and Accounts. Then choose Open under Google. Select Google Password Manager and click on any password you wanna delete, not from your phone, just from Google Passwords Manager. Click on it, enter your screen lock, and tap on Delete button. Last but not least, confirm your choice in the pop-up. Thanks so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to leave a like, comment, and subscribe. Bye! In front of me is DOOGEE Blade 20 Max, and today I would like to show you how you can edit password in Passwords Manager. Begin by opening Settings and scrolling to hit this section called Passwords, Passkeys, and Accounts. Now tap on Open under Google. Select Google Password Manager and click on any password you wanna edit. Enter your screen lock. Hit Edit button and change whatever you want to. When you finished, hit Save at the top right corner. As you can see, after that, my password has changed. Thanks so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, leave a like, comment, and subscribe. Bye!
Hello, in this video I'm going to show you how to reboot DOOGEE Blade 20 Max. Okay, the process is really easy. All we need to do is to launch the power menu, and we do it by clicking power button and volume up button at the same time, just like that. As you can see, the power menu appears, and I'll simply tap on the restart function. Now our device will be turned off, and after a few seconds it will be automatically turned on, and everything will be ready to use. Also, I will tell you that rebooting your device from time to time is good for your device health, because basically during the reboot our phone rests for a moment and the RAM gets freed up, so it can also help with its performance. And once I had a situation that one of my apps didn't want to launch at all, and that's also the moment when you can perform a reboot. In my case, it helped and everything started working properly. So if you have some little issues with your device and your apps, for example, you can try a reboot and everything should start working properly. Alright, and that's all in this video. Thank you all for watching. If you found this video helpful, please leave a like, comment and subscribe.
Hi guys, in front of me is DOOGEE Blade 20 Max, and let me show you how to add a fingerprint to this device. So at first, enroll settings. Then from main settings list, so from this one, select security and privacy, go a bit lower and mark device unlock. Here we've got fingerprint and face unlock. Draw an unlock pattern and click on fingerprint. Tap on add fingerprint and now just mark, here you've got the fingerprint sensor, mark the sensor till your fingerprint is fully added. Keep tapping. Let me just make the screen horizontal and now lift your finger up, place it on the sensor several times till it's added, it will be noted. So it is done. Mark done, and from now on you can unlock your device with this fingerprint only. So that's it, that will be all. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe our channel and leave the thumbs up.
In front of me is DOOGEE Blade 20 Max, and today I would like to show you how you can turn on and use voice typing. Start by launching your keyboard and tapping on microphone icon at the top right corner. If you can't see it, tap on this gear one. Select voice typing over here and click on this switcher next to use voice typing to activate it. Then go back, click on no visible microphone and tap on while using the app in the pop-up. Then start typing. As you can see, voice typing is on. If you want to stop, you can pause or use the same microphone. Thanks so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to leave a like, comment and subscribe. Bye! In front of me is DOOGEE Blade 20 Max, and today I would like to show you how you can enable suggestion strip at the top of your Gboard. First of all, you need to enter settings and scroll all the way down right away. Don't worry, I tested it, it will work, because here you can click on System and tap on Keyboard section. In it, select on-screen keyboard at the top to click on Gboard. Now all you need to do is click on Text Correction to select gray switcher next to Show Suggestion Strip. When it's on, you can go back to your keyboard to check it out. Thanks so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to leave a like, comment and subscribe. Bye!
Good morning guys, in front of me is DOOGEE Blade 20 Max, and let me show you how to change wallpaper on this device. So if you wish to cover your screen with some new picture, just enroll settings, then from main settings list, select wallpaper and style, and here click on change wallpaper. And now you can either pick something from your own photos or some default wallpapers. Let me pick this one. Here you can take a look how it looks on both home and lock screen. If you want to edit this photo, just tap and you can, as you can see, zoom it in and out, however you prefer. So let me do it this way on lock screen, and then on home screen, we can do something like this. Confirmation mark, and click on set wallpaper. Here you've got the layout, click on set to confirm to set it, and that's it. As you can see, it is saved, and it's covering your home and lock screen as you picked it. So that's it, that would be all. Thank you for watching, please subscribe our channel, and leave the thumbs up. Good morning guys, in front of me is DOOGEE Blade 20 Max, and let me show you how to clear cache and speed up your device. So, if you wish to speed up your device, you can smoothly do it by clearing some cache, and to do it, just enroll settings, then locate apps, okay, so I am not able to locate them. Here they are. I missed them. So now enroll all apps that you have, go to see all apps, and go either app by app from top to the bottom, or start with those apps that you use more frequently. Just pick the particular app, then go down, and here select storage and cache. Select clear cache, and that's it. Then do it for each app of yours. It will definitely speed up your device. And obviously clean up your phone as well. So, thank you for watching. Please subscribe our channel and leave the thumbs up.
In front of me is DOOGEE Blade 20 Max, and today I would like to show you where you can locate all your downloads. First of all, you need to find an app called Files that's already on your device. When you find it, click on it, and if you never used it before, select Continue in the pop-up. Then Allow in the second one. And last but not least, click on Downloads category. As you can see, all of my downloaded files are over here. To access one, click on it on the left. And to manage one, which is my favorite part, click on those three dots on the right. Then manage all of those options however you want to. Thanks so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to leave a like, comment, and subscribe. Bye! In front of me is DOOGEE Blade 20 Max, and today I would like to show you how you can rename it. Start by opening Settings and scrolling all the way down to click on About Phone at the bottom. Then choose device name under Basic Info and type in whatever you want to, like Sunny. Now tap on OK in this pop-up, and then make sure to tap on OK in the second one about visibility. Without it, your device name won't be changed. So after clicking OK, I can see that name of my DOOGEE has changed here. This operation will also change your Bluetooth name. Thanks so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to leave a like, comment, and subscribe. Bye! In front of me is DOOGEE Blade 20 Max, and today I would like to show you how you can turn on or turn off location. Begin by going into Tab menu by swiping down from the top right corner of your screen twice. Like that. When you see all of your shortcuts, look for Location 1 and click on it. Mine is here, so when I click, it turns black. That means that location is disabled, but you can always enable it by clicking on the same shortcut again. If you have a bit more time though, you can also go into Settings, scroll to click on Location section available here, and manage it thanks to this switcher next to Use Location. Thanks so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to leave a like, comment, and subscribe. Bye!
Hello, in this video I'm going to show you how to restart DOOGEE Blade 20 Max. Alright, we have two methods how we can do it. We have a simple reboot using the power menu, and we also have forced restart. Let me show you both methods. Let's begin with the reboot. To perform a reboot, we need to launch the power menu first, and we do it by clicking power button and volume up button at the same time. Now, all you need to do is to tap on the restart button. After that, your device will be turned off, and after a few seconds, it will be automatically turned on, and everything will be ready to use. When it comes to the second method, the forced restart, this method is recommended, for example, when your device is lagged or frozen, basically when it's unresponsive and you cannot do anything. Once I had a situation that my phone lagged, I couldn't do anything. I have performed a forced restart and everything started working properly. When it comes to forced restarting, all we need to do is to hold the power button until phone turns off. So simply keep holding. Don't worry that the Gemini pops out on your screen. It happens, so simply keep holding. When the phone vibrates, you can release your finger. You can see that the DOOGEE logo appeared. And now we just need to simply wait until phone turns on. Alright, and that's all in this video. Thank you all for watching. If you found this video helpful, please leave a like, comment, and subscribe.
In front of me is DOOGEE 20 Max, and today I would like to show you how you can clean storage. First of all, you need to find an app called Files that's already on your device. When you find it, click on it. And if you never used it before, select Continue and Allow in the pop-ups. Then click on those three lines at the top left corner and select Clean. Finally, you can click on Clean under Junk Files and confirm your choice by hitting Clear in the pop-up. Don't worry, it won't delete any photos or apps, only junk files you can't even see. So when I tap, I can see that storage of my device was successfully cleaned. Thanks so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, leave a like, comment, and subscribe. Bye! In front of me is DOOGEE Blade 20 Max, and today I would like to show you how you can change default apps. Begin by opening Play Store and downloading all of your apps you wanna set up as new defaults. In my case, I want to change my browser, so I will go with Firefox. After downloading all of your apps, you can exit Play Store and go into Devices Settings. Then select Apps. Scroll down to tap on Default Apps right under General. And finally tap on one of those sections you wanna manage. I wanted to change my browser, so I have to click here. Tap on Firefox to apply it, and click on the back button. So when I do that, as you can see, my default app has changed. Thanks so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to leave a like, comment, and subscribe. Bye! In front of me is DOOGEE Blade 20 Max, and today I would like to show you how you can turn on or turn off adaptive brightness. Begin by opening Settings and scrolling a tiny bit to hit the Display section available here. Then use this switcher next to Adaptive Brightness to turn it on or switch it off. If you want to, you can also tap on Adaptive Brightness on the left to manage it from here and read about it below it. Most people miss though that you can also go into Tab menu by swiping down from the top right corner of your screen twice and click on this sun icon on the right next to your brightness slider to enable or disable Adaptive Brightness. Thanks so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, leave a like, comment, and subscribe. Bye! In front of me is DOOGEE Blade 20 Max, and today I would like to show you how you can turn on or turn off app notifications. Begin by opening Devices Settings and tapping on Notifications right away. Now select App Notifications at the top. And what most people miss, that before doing anything you should click on Most Recent on the left and sort your apps by Most Recent Notifications, Most Frequent Notifications, all apps on your smartphone, or apps with notifications already disabled. When you're done, click on those switchers next to your apps to block notifications from them, or gray ones to switch them back on. Quick tip, if you want to, you can always click on one of your apps on the left and manage all alerts only for chosen app over here. Thanks so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to leave a like, comment, and subscribe. Bye! In front of me is DOOGEE Blade 20 Max, and today I would like to show you how you can turn on or turn off autocorrection. You need to start by opening Settings and scrolling all the way down right away. Then select System, Keyboard, on-screen keyboard at the top, and finally Gboard. Now it's time to select Text Correction and scroll a tiny bit to use this switcher next to autocorrection. Thanks to it, you can turn it off or switch it on. Quick tip, if you decided you do want to use autocorrection, I would recommend to enable this feature called Undo Autocorrect on Backspace thanks to this switcher right next to it. It will make using autocorrection even better, and if you won't like it, you already know where to switch it off. Thanks so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to leave a like, comment, and subscribe. Bye! In front of me is DOOGEE Blade 20 Max, and today I would like to show you how you can open apps in split screen view. First of all, select two apps you want to use in this view and launch both in the background. I will go with Chrome, so you have to tap on it and select Home button, and maybe Play Store. To access background apps, click on this button, in my case at the bottom left corner, and then decide which app you want to use on the top half of your screen. Click on the icon of it, and tap on split screen in the pop-up. Then tap on the second app and enjoy using both at once. To go back from this mode, you can either go into background apps and swipe both in the background, or hold this line in the middle and drag one of your apps all the way up or all the way down. Then to exit this one, click on Home button. Thanks so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to leave a like, comment, and subscribe. Bye! In front of me is DOOGEE Blade 20 Max, and today I would like to show you how you can add photos to text message. Begin by launching Messages app and selecting or creating a chat. Wherever you decided when you're ready to take a photo within an app and add it instantly, use this icon of a camera and the photo at the bottom right corner. Then tap on those two arrows at the top right corner of camera section on the left. Adjust your camera however you wish, and after you will snap a picture, it will be automatically attached to your message. If you want to add already existing photo, use the same icon, scroll to look for it here and tap on the chosen ones. If you can't find them though, use the same icon and this time hit Folders at the top. Now find your photo within Photos app, click on it, and do exactly the same with all the other ones you need. Thanks so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to leave a like, comment, and subscribe. Bye! In front of me is DOOGEE Blade 20 Max, and today I would like to show you how you can select and delete multiple photos at once. Begin by launching Photos app and tapping on Photos or Collections at the bottom. Let's start with Photos. Hold one you wanna get rid of, and then tap on those dots at the top right corners of all of those sections to select multiple instantly. Don't pick more than 100 though, you can see count at the top left corner, because Google Photos app won't let you delete more than 100. Anyway, here you can keep any photo by tapping on it, and get rid of the rest by tapping on Bin button at the bottom. Then confirm your choice in the pop-ups. If you want to delete your photos from collections, do exactly the same. The only difference is that this time Bin icon is at the top right corner next to the shopping cart, so click on it and confirm your choice. Thanks so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to leave a like, comment, and subscribe. Bye! In front of me is DOOGEE Blade 20 Max, and today I would like to show you how you can check all specifications of this device. First of all, go into Play Store and download free app called DevCheck Device and System Info from Flare to Developer. When your app is ready, launch it. And thanks to it, learn all the information about your device's dashboard, hardware, system, battery, network, apps, camera, and even sensors. Quick tip: when you go into the dashboard section, make sure to click on all of those options. not only because you'll access all the informations about the chosen one, but also because you can tap on settings at the bottom right corner of each pop-up, and this way get transferred to this section into your device's settings instantly. You can also do that by clicking on gear icons in other sections. They are all located at the top right corners. Thanks so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to leave a like, comment, and subscribe. Bye! In front of me is DOOGEE Blade 20 Max, and today I would like to show you how you can turn on and use keyboard clipboard. Begin by launching your keyboard and hitting clipboard at the top of it. Now, to activate it, use this switcher at the top right corner, and to go back, this arrow at the top left one. To use clipboard, copy or cut any text, and to paste it instantly, just click on it at the top of your keyboard like that. If you want to paste it later on, select clipboard and click on your text here. If you won't pin it though, it will disappear after an hour. So if you want to paste it later on, hold it and use pin icon. You can always unpin it the same way. To delete anything from clipboard, you can swipe it to the right, swipe it to the left, or hold it and click on delete button in the pop-up. To disable clipboard completely, use the same switcher as before. Thanks so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, leave a like, comment, and subscribe. Bye!
Good morning guys, in front of me is DOOGEE Blade 20 Max, and let me show you how to perform a soft reset. So basically all you have to do once your device is stuck for some unknown reason is to tap on power button along with volume down button. Just tap and hold, keep holding, and once you feel a smooth vibration, just remove both fingers and wait till your DOOGEE is rebooted. And that's it, that will be all. So thank you for watching, please subscribe our channel and leave the thumbs up.
In front of me is DOOGEE Blade 20 Max, and today I would like to show you how you can operate vibration settings. First of all, go into settings and scroll to click on sound and vibration available here. Now scroll again, this time to click on vibration and haptics. And use this switcher next to use vibration and haptics to switch it on or turn it off. Quick tip, most people miss that if your phone is already on mute, you won't be able to manage vibration settings. So make sure to unmute it. And then click on all of those switches next to all of those features to switch them on or turn them off. Ring vibration. And if you activate this one, vibrate first, then ring gradually. Notification vibration, alarm, touch feedback, and media. When you're done with all of those, you can go back. And last but not least, scroll all the way down to manage those three. Vibrate while dialing, charging sounds and vibration, and always show icon when in vibrate mode. Thanks so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to leave a like, comment, and subscribe. Bye!
Welcome. In front of me is a DOOGEE Blade 20 Max, and today I'll show you how you can capture a screenshot on this device. So, to get started, you will want to open up content that you wish to capture. I'll be using home screen as an example for this, so it's already open and visible on my screen. Just make sure that whatever you want to capture is visible right now on your display, and once it is, all you will need to do is press the power button and volume down at the same time, like this. You get a pop-up with share and edit options, and they do, this entire thing will disappear in a moment. There we go. And once it disappears, you can find the captured screenshot by going into your Photos application. And in here, you will want to navigate to Collections. And in Collections, scroll down, and you will find Screenshot, or Screenshots in plural. And you can see right here, here's a screenshot that I have just captured a moment ago. So, there we go. Now, I do want to give one last little tidbit of info. You won't be able to capture every kind of application screenshot. So as an example, bank application have the feature to draw over other apps blocked, and this is for privacy and security purposes. So if you have some kind of malware that will try to see your screen, it wouldn't be able to. Screenshots work the same way, so it basically just blocks that from being able to be captured. Additional applications will be primarily streaming platforms like Spotify or Netflix, which do this because they're just conniving cunts, and that's about it. It's not for your privacy or security. So there we go. Now I hope you found this video helpful, and if you did, don't forget to hit like, subscribe, and thanks for watching.
In front of me is DOOGEE Blade 20 Max, and today I would like to show you how you can set up screen lock. First of all, go into Settings and scroll to click on this section called Security and Privacy. Now scroll again, this time to click on Device Unlock and select Screen Lock. Now tap on one of those login methods, pattern, PIN or password. Create it, and if you made a mistake, don't worry, hit clear at the bottom left corner and redo it. Then choose next at the bottom right one. Repeat it to confirm it and hit confirm. Finally, you need to answer this question to finish setting up your screen lock. What do you want your lock screen to show? Click on one of those, show all notification content, show sensitive content only when unlocked, or don't show notifications at all. Wherever you decided, when you finished, hit done at the bottom right corner. So now when I go back, switch off my screen and turn it back on, icons that pattern is required. Thanks so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to leave a like, comment, and subscribe. Bye! In front of me is DOOGEE Blade 20 Max, and today I would like to show you how you can connect it to printer. First of all, go into Settings. Now click on Connected Devices available here, and then Connection Preferences. When you're ready, select Printing. Click on Default Print Service or any other service you have and wanna use. Don't worry, they all turn on the same way. And use this switcher to activate it. Your device is now looking for a printer. When it finds one, it will connect to it. Quick tip, if you still can't connect, enable print service and wait for 3 dots at the top right corner to show up. When they do, click on them and tap on Add Printer in the pop-up. Then select this switcher next to Wi-Fi Direct Printing if your printer supports this feature. If you never used it before, tap on Allow in the pop-up for it to work, and select Find Wi-Fi Direct Printers so your smartphone can look for yours. You can also tap on Add Printer by IP address. Input it here and select Add to connect manually. Thanks so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to leave a like, comment, and subscribe. Bye! In front of me is DOOGEE Blade 20 Max, and today I would like to show you how you can set up Face Unlock. First of all, go into Settings and scroll to click on this section called Security and Privacy. Now scroll again and tap on Device Unlock. Quick disclaimer, if you don't have screen lock on, you won't be able to add face data, so make sure you have one. And then tap on this section called Fingerprint and Face Unlock. Enter your current login method. Click on Face Unlock here and confirm your pattern or other login method again. Finally, you can click on Register Face at the top. Tap on Next at the bottom, keep your face in frame and follow all of the instructions from your screen. When it's done, select OK. And then, if you want to add another one, tap on Register Face here. Now, when I go back, switch off my screen, turn it back on and look at it. I can see that Face Unlock is working properly. If you want to manage one, go back to the same settings. Thanks so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to leave a like, comment, and subscribe. Bye! In front of me is DOOGEE Blade 20 Max, and today I would like to show you how you can connect it using Bluetooth. Begin by opening Settings and tapping on Connected Devices right away. Then click on Pair New Device and wait for available ones to show. When they do, tap on the one you wanna connect to and wait. When you see this pop-up, click on the switcher next to Also Allow Access to Contacts and Call History to enable or disable it, and hit Pair at the bottom right corner. Now wait for the other device to accept your connection request, or in case of connecting to another smartphone or a tablet, accept it manually on the second device. As you can see, my devices were successfully connected. If you wanna manage this connection, use this gear right next to saved device. And check out all of those options. You can click on those switches to turn on or off those options. Click on this pen at the top right corner to rename device you are connected to. Click on Connect here, which is helpful in case of, for example, connecting to your headphones. Or forget this device right away. Confirm your choice in the pop-up, and if you ever want to connect to the same one, click on Pair New Device and select it. Thanks so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to leave a like, comment, and subscribe. Bye!
Welcome. In front of me is a DOOGEE Blade 20 Max, and today I will show you how you can format your SD card. So, to get started, open up your settings, and in here you want to actually navigate to storage, which is right here. When you click on it, in the drop-down menu, it will tell you right here what it's showing as in storage. So it's showing right now the device. Now if we click on this, we have second option, which for me is labeled as Android. Now what it is labeled as might be different for you, but just know that whatever else you have listed below outside of this device will be your SD card. So you want to click on that, and this will show you how much space is taken on that SD card, along with total storage on it, and anything that is obviously being stored on that card. If you want to maintain this data, do create a backup of it, maybe to your computer or whatever you want to. As when we go to Format, which we do that by clicking right here on the three dots and selecting Format, obviously. We're going to select Format here. It will give us this quick message. Format this SD card. The first portion doesn't really matter. It tells us that it needs to be. It doesn't. But the second one is the one that matters. Formatting will erase existing content on the SD card. To avoid losing content, back it up to another SD card or device. So like I mentioned, make a backup copy of it before you go any further, as this data will be completely deleted and this cannot be undone. I confirm it, and it will go through a quick formatting process right here. As you can see, it's already finished, so we're going to click on Done, and that's it. Now, for a moment, it might tell you that it's 0 bytes taken or 0 like available. I think if we switch to it, you can see it's now fixed. So the card is formatted and ready to be used once again. So, if you found this very helpful, don't forget to hit like, subscribe, and thanks for watching.
In front of me is DOOGEE Blade 20 Max, and today I would like to show you how you can change apps permissions. First of all, go into Settings and scroll to click on this section called Security and Privacy. Now scroll again, this time to click on Privacy Controls, and select Permission Manager at the top. Finally, you can manage it by tapping on one of those options. For example, let's go with Camera, and clicking on one of those apps under one of those categories. In case of my camera, allowed all the time, allowed only while in use, or not allowed. Let's go with from not allowed one. When I click on it, I need to apply one of those options. Camera access for this app, allow only when using the app, ask every time, or don't allow. I will go with the first one, so when I click and tap on the back button, I can start Chrome, just gained access to my device's camera while I'm using my browser. Quick tip, most people miss that you can also pick any feature just to find an app you wanna manage. For example, I will go into Phone to manage my calendar. When I click on it here, instead of tapping on one of those options, you need to select tiny text at the bottom. See all permissions. Now you can manage all of those, only for chosen app, the same way. Thanks so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to leave a like, comment, and subscribe. Bye! In front of me is DOOGEE Blade 20 Max, and today I would like to show you how you can operate a voice recorder. First of all, you need to locate Recorder app that's already on your device. This one. After you find it, click on it. And before doing anything, use this gear at the top right corner to adjust all of those options. Voice quality, recording mode, and this one, which is renamed after recording. When you finished with all of those, go back and use red button at the bottom left corner to start recording. Make sure to tap on Allow in the pop-up if you never used Recorder before. As you can see, recording is on. To pause it or unpause it, use this button at the bottom left corner. To end it and save it though, click on checkmark on the right. Then name it however you want to and hit save. Now, to access your recording when a recorder is off, click on this button at the bottom right corner. Now to play it, click on it. And to manage it, hold it on the list. Then you can tap on this button to share it. Those three dots at the top right corner to rename it. Or this selected. And this bin to get rid of it. Thanks so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to leave a like, comment, and subscribe. Bye!
Welcome. In front of me is a DOOGEE Blade 20 Max, and today I'll show you how you can insert SIM and SD card into this device. Okay, so to get started, I do have a SIM eject tool right here, but by the looks of it, we don't really need it unless your fingernails are weak. I'm gonna see how hard it is to pull this tray out. And the tray is located on the top left side of the device. As you can see, it's even labeled TF/SIM tray. So anyway, let's see. Okay, so for me, that came out pretty easily. I didn't need anything, but if you have a problem pulling that tray out, you could kind of just wedge something. This seems to be a little bit too small, so maybe something like tweezers. Yeah, you could just do this, and you can see it also comes out. Now, when you pull out the tray, you have space for 2 SIM cards and 1 SD card. SD card tray being at the top, and 2 SIM trays being at the bottom. Now, by the looks of it, the SIM tray, yep, one of them doesn't have a retention bracket for some moronic reason. So if you flip it over, it just falls out. But I can see that the first one right here does. So clip in the card correctly. You can see you flip it upside down and it stays in here. So when placing it, at least single SIM card, I recommend using the first tray. Now if we flip it over, same thing goes for the SD card. SD card does have a retention bracket right here, so we do need to clip it in also in here. And it should also be permanently in place, not falling out. From there, just simply pop it back into your device. And these cards should start working right away. Hence why it's popping up with the SIM card pin right here. So I'm going to confirm my pin, unlocking the SIM card, and should also have notification, which we do, about the SD card. So both of the cards are being detected and working right away. So if you found this video helpful, don't forget to hit like, subscribe, and thanks for watching.
Hello, in front of me I have DOOGEE Blade 20 Max, and in this video I'm going to show you how to create a backup of your data. Okay, to create a backup we need to launch our settings. Once we are here, scroll down all the way until you find the system. Now find backup. For this method, actually that's the only way to create a backup, we will use our Google account. Our backup will be saved in the cloud, so we'll be able to restore it later or on any other device. But first, down below we can see the backup details, and we need to make sure that photos and videos and also other device data are turned on. Simply tap on them and make sure that they are enabled. In here we have the backup. Make sure that it's turned on, and same thing with other device data. Also down below we can see our Google account that we are currently logged into. And on that account, our backup will be saved and stored. Simply don't forget that account, because if you want to restore the backup later in the future, you'll need to be signed in into the same Google account. Also, make sure that you have some free storage space. If you don't have enough, you can click on Get Storage and buy a sub to get more. Or you can simply clean up space and delete, for example, some of the photos that you don't need. And you will also get some space. Okay, now everything is enabled, so click on Backup Now button. The process will now begin. It may take a little bit, so you just need to be patient. As you take a look in here, a small circle appeared and it's slowly fulfilling. Basically, when it disappears, it means that our backup has been successfully created. If everything goes fine, we'll also see a notification on the bottom of the screen. So it's going to take a little bit, so I'll see you in a second. Okay, the backup has been successfully created. Also, on the other device data, we can see that the backup has been created 0 minutes ago, so that's like a confirmation that everything went successfully. Alright, and that's all in this video. Thank you all for watching. If you found this video helpful, please leave a like, comment, and subscribe.
Hello guys, in today's video I'm going to tell you where can you access the DPI settings in your DOOGEE Blade 20 Max. I'm rather used to say DOOGEE, not DOOGEE, but it's up to you actually. But let's focus on the DPI settings. So DPI settings are just only the display settings, and to have the access to them, at first you need to open settings. Here, these are the basics one, the top display, and now as you can see, here we do have display, size, and text. If you tap it, you can change the display size, the font size. Here as you can see, you do have preview. And here, as you can see, we do have the bold text. You can either disable the bold text or enable it back again. You do have here the high contrast text too, which is nice. And if you want to reset the settings, you just have to tap Reset Settings over here. But that's not all, as you might think. Go back, and scroll all the way down to the About phone. Scroll all the way down again, and tap Build Number until you see you are now a developer. Sometimes you'll be prompted to enter the your pattern log or passcode. Once done, go back, tap System, scroll down to the developer options, and here you can just move it faster actually. It's because it's below every single networking, Bluetooth, etc. input here. As you can see here, we have the drawing section. In the drawing section, you need to find the smallest width. If you tap it, you can set the smallest width of your device. The default value is 360, but we can, for example, I think set it to 250. Oh, we can't. Okay, so maybe 500. And now here we have this option. As you can see, the smallest and the default is 230, 320. So yeah, and so that's it. Hope it helps you, and goodbye.
Welcome. In front of me is a DOOGEE Blade 20 Max, and today I will show you how you can boot this phone into recovery mode. So, to get started, you want to hold, or press more like, power button and volume up at the same time. This will bring up the boot options, and from here select power off. Now your device will turn off, and when it does, again hold power button and volume up. And let go of the power button when you feel the vibration of the device. You'll be taken to the bootloader first, so using only volume up, you want to make sure that recovery mode is selected with this arrow right here. So I'm gonna keep on pressing it till the arrow jumps to the top, and once it does, press volume down to confirm it. Give it a moment. It looks like nothing will happen for a moment, and next we'll be presented with this. So when you see this page, you want to hold power button, and while holding power button, you're going to press volume up. And this redirects us to the recovery mode. In here, we're going to be using both of the volume buttons to navigate, and volume up will now go up, and volume down will navigate down, while power button will be used to confirm whatever is selected in blue. Now going over the options, we have Reboot System Now, which takes us back to Android, Reboot to Bootloader, which will take us back to the previous page, enter fastboot mode, apply updates from ADB or SD card, wipe data, run system, view logs, run tests, along with power off. Now I'm going to stick with the first option, confirm it like I mentioned with the power button, to get back to Android. And there we go. So if you found this very helpful, don't forget to hit like, subscribe, and thanks for watching.
Hello, in this video I'm going to show you how to create a backup of your WhatsApp chats on DOOGEE Blade 20 Max. Okay, so simply open up your WhatsApp. Now click on those three dots in the top right corner and now find the settings. Now tap on Chats, scroll down a little bit and click on Chat Backup. Okay, let's begin with Google account. Simply tap on it, and in my case, currently this Google account is selected, and on that account, in the cloud of it, our backup will be saved and stored. So for example, if you want to restore your backup later in the future, you'll need to be signed in into the same Google account that you have selected right now during the backup process. Of course, if you want, you can add another account. Simply tap Add Account and sign in into different Google accounts. Down below we have the automatic backups. Defaultly this option is turned off. In my case, as you take a look, I put it only monthly, and now simply the backup will be automatically made each month, and I don't need to do this manually. That's pretty cool and convenient feature. So if you want, you can pick between those possible options on the screen. For example, you can select weekly. In my case, I'll stick to monthly. Down below, let's make sure that include videos function is enabled, so our videos will be also backupped. And on the bottom, we have an extra security feature, end-to-end encrypted backup. It's not necessary to turn it on, but if you'd like to, in here you'll be able to create a unique password that you'll need to type in the future if you want to restore your backup. But be aware that if you create that password and when you forget it, you won't be able to restore anything and everything will be lost. So if you choose to create it, simply don't forget it. But just like I'm saying, it's not necessary to create it. Also, make sure that you have some free Google storage space. You can see it right in here. If you don't have enough, you just need to tap and click on clear storage. And now to create a backup, hit this green button to start the process. In my case, it won't take long because I don't have many messages. Okay, the process is finished. As you take a look on the last backup, we can see current hour. It's the same, so it's confirmation that everything went successfully. Down below, we can also see the size of our backup. Alright, and that's all in this video. Thank you all for watching. If you found this video helpful, please leave a like, comment, and subscribe.
In front of me is DOOGEE Blade 20 Max, and today I would like to show you how you can add audio or a video file to text message. Begin by launching Messages app and selecting or creating a chat. Wherever you decided when you're ready to create a voice message within Messages app, use this icon at the bottom right corner. Then tap on microphone 1 to start recording. And when you finish, you can either restart to start over, use the same button to stop your message and listen to it here, or tap on attach and listen to it anyway, this time within a message. When you're done, just send it. If you want to add a file that's already on your smartphone, click on this plus at the bottom left corner, choose Files section here, and look for it by tapping on one of those apps. Select Audio at the top, or what most people miss, by clicking on those 3 lines at the top left corner to see all of those sources. When you're done, click on your file and wait. If you want to create a video and add it within an app, click on this icon of a camera and a photo at the bottom left corner, and use those 2 arrows at the top right corner of camera section. Then switch from photo to video. Adjust your camera as you wish and start recording. When you finish, your video will be automatically attached to your message. To add already existing one, click on the same icon and either tap on it here. You can scroll down to see all of those, or if you can't find it, select Folders and look for it here. Then tap on it to attach it. Thanks so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to leave a like, comment, and subscribe. Bye! In front of me is DOOGEE Blade 20 Max, and today I would like to show you how you can add a password to Passwords Manager. You need to begin by tapping on Settings and scrolling down to hit this section called Passwords, Passkeys, and Accounts. Then select Open under Google and click on Google Password Manager. Now you can tap on Add Password instantly. If you can't see those options though, you see this screen right here. That means that you never added a password before. You need at least one to add them manually from here. To fix it, hit Settings at the bottom right corner. Make sure Offer to Save Passwords option is on. Click on Home button and log in into any website or any app that requires an account, like Facebook. After entering your account information, you will see this pop-up. Save password to Google Password Manager. You need to hit Save at the bottom right corner and then go back to your manager in Devices Settings. Hit Accounts. And as you can see, my password is here along with Add Password option. So now I can tap and add any other password manually. To do that, at the top, input any website, or tap on Select App and tap on a chosen one. Then enter your username, email or phone number, password, and even take some helpful notes. When you're ready, hit Save at the top right corner. Thanks so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to leave a like, comment, and subscribe. Bye! In front of me is DOOGEE Blade 20 Max, and today I would like to show you how you can change and customize your keyboard's theme. Begin by launching your keyboard and tapping on this icon of a color palette at the top of it. Then scroll, and most people miss that you should click on all of those icons at the top right corners of all of those sections like colors to see all available themes. When you find the perfect one, click on it. Let's go with this one. And use this switcher next to keyboarders to switch it off or turn it on. Then hit Apply at the bottom right corner. As you can see, theme of my keyboard has changed. If you want to customize it, you can do that thanks to the same option at the top. So click on the same color palette, and this time use plus icon under my themes. Now tap on a photo you want to apply as your new keyboard's background. Pinch it to scale, drag it to move, and hit Next. Adjust brightness by swiping left or right. Hit Done. Manage keyboards and tap on Apply. If you want to manage any theme you created, go back to the same section in Gboard Settings, click on it, tap on this pen at the top right corner and make all of your changes. Make sure to hit Save and tap on Apply. If you want to delete any of your custom theme, change it first to any other one, and then click on it to tap on bin icon at the top right corner. Then confirm your choice in the pop-up. If you want to get rid of one of your downloaded ones, click on it here and delete it the same way. The only difference is when you delete this one from My Themes section, you can always download it later on over here. Thanks so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to leave a like, comment, and subscribe. Bye!
Welcome. In front of me is a DOOGEE Blade 20 Max, and today I will show you how you can boot this device into bootloader. So, to get started, press the power button and volume up at the same time, which will bring up your boot options, and from here we're going to select power off. This obviously turns off the device, and when your phone is off, again hold power button and volume up at the same time. Now this will take us to the bootloader. In here, we're going to be using, I believe, volume down to navigate through the options. Oh, never mind. I just screwed up, I guess. Okay, we're going to try that again. So it looks like it's volume up to navigate. I'm holding power button, volume down to forcibly reboot the device, and now that it turned off, I'm going to switch back to power button and volume up. So there we go. Now it's volume up, so you can see we can scroll through the 3 options right here, and first one being recovery mode, which is barely visible. Next one being fastboot mode, and the last one being normal mode, which takes us back to Android. Now you confirm these options using volume down instead. So I'm going to select the last one, normal mode. Like I mentioned, this will just bring me back to the Android. Now before I selected fastboot mode, and when you select it, nothing really happens. There might have been some writing which I didn't really pay attention to at the top of the screen. But other than that, it looks like there isn't anything there. And to leave it as you've seen, you just have to hold power button and the volume down. There we go. That took a bit longer than expected. So, if you found this very helpful, don't forget to hit like, subscribe, and thanks for watching.
In front of me is DOOGEE Blade 20 Max, and today I would like to show you how you can set up an alarm clock. Start by locating clock app that's already on your device. When you find it, click on it and tap on Alarm section at the bottom left corner. Now, before doing anything, most people miss that you should click on those 3 dots at the top right corner and select Settings from the pop-up. Now scroll to Alarm section and adjust all of those options however you want to. Then go back, and to create a new alarm, use this plus at the bottom. Set up an hour, and when you finished, hit OK at the bottom right corner. Now you can finally adjust your alarm however you wish to. At the top, label it, and hit OK to save its name. Then pick days of the week by clicking on the chosen ones. And if you want to, use this plus next to pause alarm and pick a date you wanna exclude. Or even a few. When you're ready, hit OK to save your changes. And if you want to delete them, click on this remove icon next to dates you picked. They will disappear. Now use this icon next to vibrate to switch it off or turn it on. And if you want to, tap on the same one to add your alarm to Google Assistant routine if you are using it. Finally, click on this section here with a little bell. Tap on Dismiss or download Spotify or YouTube Music. And if you want to use any of them, click on the chosen one at the top and log in to use music from it. If you don't, select Sounds. Click on Add New under your sounds and pick any song from your phone to apply it as your new alarm one. You can also apply any of those by clicking on the best one for you. Like for example, Heartbeat. Go back, and to hide all of those options, click on this icon at the top right corner of your alarm. To turn it on or off, operate this switcher right next to it. To make any changes, click on the same icon at the top right corner and change whatever you want to. And to get rid of your alarm completely, use this bean at the bottom left one. Thanks so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to leave a like, comment and subscribe. Bye!
Hello, in this video I want to show you how to reset DOOGEE Blade 20 Max. Okay, we have two methods how we can perform a reset. I'll show you both of them. First, and the recommended method is a reset using the settings, so open them up. Now scroll down all the way until you find System. Now we need to scroll down a little bit more, click on Reset Options, and of course we are interested in Factory Reset option. That's the last option on the bottom. But in here, if you want, you can also reset mobile network settings, Bluetooth and Wi-Fi, reset app preferences, and also delete the private space. But let's tap on the last option. That's the thing that we are interested in. Remember, of course, that everything will be permanently erased from your device. So what I like to do always is creating a backup of my data. If you don't know how to do it, on our channel there's a video when I'm showing you everything step by step. So if you want, you can watch that video. Now, if you click on Erase All Data, your device will be turned off, and after a few seconds it will be turned on, and the next thing that will appear on your screen will be the setup process. When it comes to the second method, we will use the recovery mode for it. But when it comes to resetting through the recovery mode, we need to remember about two things. First thing is that if you have a screen lock set, there is a chance that after the reset, when we get into the setup process, the phone will want you to type that screen lock to confirm that you're actually a user of this device. That's the first thing. And the second thing is that you will have two options. You will have to type your screen lock, or you will have to sign in into the same Google account into which you were logged in before the reset. I'm talking about the Google account that you can find in the settings as you scroll down, and when you click on the Google right in here. You also there's a chance, of course, that you might have to sign in into that account. Not that account, because that's my account, the account that pops out on your screen, of course. So have that in mind and remember about it. Okay, now we need to power off our device. So let's click power button and volume up button and click on power off. Okay, and now to enter recovery mode, we need to hold power button and volume up button at the same time until the logo appears. When it appears, release the finger from power button, but keep holding volume up. Just like that. Now release from power button. Okay, now we need to select boot mode. Now using volume up, we need to select recovery mode, and now confirm by clicking volume down. It's going to take a few seconds before it launches. Okay, now we can see that Android logo and it says no command. Now we need to hold power button, and while you are holding it, click volume up, just like that. To move around this menu, we need to use volume keys, and we need to select wipe data / factory reset. Now confirm by clicking power button, select factory data reset. Everything will be also erased from your device, so remember about it. And now confirm by clicking power button. Okay, we can see on the bottom that data wipe has been completed. Now select reboot system now, confirm, and now we just need to simply wait until our phone turns on. And we'll have to go through the setup process. Alright, and that's all in this video. Thank you all for watching. If you found this video helpful, please leave a like, comment and subscribe.
Welcome. In front of me is a DOOGEE Blade 20 Max, and today I will show you how you can enable and set up your Do Not Disturb mode. So, to get started, you will want to swipe down from the top of your screen, like so, and then do it once more to extend the list of visible toggles. Now, here we're looking for the Do Not Disturb mode, which if it's not visible on the first page, you do have multiple pages, and it is located on the second one for me right over here. But if you don't see it on any of the pages, you might need to add it yourself, and you can do so by clicking right here on this pencil. From here, scroll down to this section right here, where it says hold and drag to add tiles. So anything below this text is a tile that isn't added by default, or just isn't added in general. So to add them, you just hold this toggle. You can see it lifts up and the text right above changes to drag here to remove. So we're going to drag it, drop it. And now when we go back, we have access to this toggle right here. Anyway, now that you have added your Do Not Disturb mode, you can now hold it. And this will quickly take you to the settings. Now in here, you will be able to customize how this mode will function once enabled. And we do have a couple nice options in here. So I'm going to go over a couple of them. Number one will be the people, probably the most important one. In here, you can select who can call you or message you. And under calls, we actually have additional option. So you have calls and messages does have these options. So you can select who can call you or message you. And these options are things like shared contacts, which are favorite, contacts only, anyone, or no one. Now for calls, you do have this option, allow repeated callers. So no matter what you have selected right here, if someone calls you twice within a 15-minute period, they will be bypassing whatever you have chosen. It's a good option for emergency purposes, as usually people spam call you, yeah, they will call you till you pick up. So obviously they will be falling under this category right here, 15 minutes, and the call would reach you. So you'd be able to pick it up and be aware that someone is desperately trying to contact you. Now if we go back, we also have schedule mode right here. So here you can select a fully automatic schedule, which will define when the mode turns on and off. And you have choice of days of the week along with start and end time. We have one that is always created called sleeping along with event, but the last one here is custom made. But anyway, even the ones that come with the device, you can edit them, change them, delete them, do whatever you want. And you can see we have days, so you can select each day of the week that you want it to run during, start, end time. And if you're planning to use any kind of schedule, just make sure that it is toggled on like so. And you don't need to do anything else. Now, moving on, we have last option right here that I like to talk about, which is the duration for quick settings. Now, this is a fantastic option for people that don't want to use a schedule and just want to use this mode manually on random occasions, which obviously schedule won't really help you out with that. So if we click on it, we have three options. Until you turn it off, which is the default one, for specified amount of hours, or ask every time. Now, ask every time will give you the two first options every time you tap manually on the toggle, but I personally like to select it on a timer, increase the time to something like 4 hours, which I find to be basically like a sweet spot to cover whatever needs I might have for it right now or in the future, along with just a little bit of time extra, just to cover any kind of, extended periods that I might need it. And with that being confirmed, when I enable this, it will run for exactly 4 hours and then turn itself off. Otherwise, with the default option, you would need to remember to turn it off. And if you forget about it, like my smooth brain would, this would mean that the mode will run indefinitely in the background. Not the most optimal thing to have running in the background though. So that's why I like to have it on a timer, which kind of mitigates that problem. So Whenever you want to enable it manually, you would just find this toggle, tap on it like so, and it even tells you what time it's going to turn itself off, which is 7:53. And that being said, it's right now enabled, but I can turn it off before that timer runs out. So it still allows me to disable it if I remembered about it by just tapping on a toggle the second time. So there we go. I hope you found this video helpful. And if you did, don't forget to hit like, subscribe, and thanks for watching. Welcome. In front of me is a DOOGEE Blade 20 Max, and today I'll show you how you can enable power saving mode on this device. So, to get started, you will want to swipe down from the top of your screen, like so, there we go, and then do that once more to extend the list of visible toggles. Now, in here we're looking for the power saving mode, which should be visible on one of the pages, and for me it is located on the second page right over here. It's called battery saver, but it's still the same thing. Now, if you don't see this toggle on any of the pages, you can add it by clicking right here on this pencil, and then scrolling down below the text right here, hold and drag to add a tile, and anything below here will be basically addable to that list. So you would just, like the message stated, hold it, it lifts up, and you can see that text right here changes. So now you can just drag it above, drop it, and you can see it's now added. When we go back, we should have access to it right here. Now, once you see the battery saver, you can just simply tap on it from here. It will bring up this window with a quick message: turn on battery saver. Battery saver turns on dark theme, restricts background activity, and delays notifications. Now, the last part of this message will be the most important one, as the delays notifications is very vague in terms of what it actually does, and what it actually does is much more extensive. So what it will do when enabled, and just say I turn it on, there we go, lock the device, it will go into sleep mode, and that will cause the delay in the notifications. Now, what that actually means is that the device will disconnect from Wi-Fi and mobile data for the time that I'm not using this phone, as long as it's in sleep mode. And it will reconnect every so often, as it's only delaying the notification. So it just tries to disconnect and then occasionally turns it on, connects, sees if it's missing notification, delays them to you in bulk, and then again turns off. So because of that, any kind of application that requires internet access will basically not give you messages, for instance, from your friends that are being sent to you when they're being sent to you. It's only going to do it every so often, and this only applies when you're not using the device. When you wake it up like this, it will automatically reconnect. So this wouldn't be a problem as long as you're using it, only when you're not using it. And if we go back in here and also hold this, this should take us, there we go, to the settings and give us a little bit more options. So number one, you can see we have the turn off at 90%. So if you start charging your device and it reaches 90% charge or more, it automatically will turn off your power saving mode. Good feature. You can also then select a schedule right here. Now the schedule isn't necessarily a schedule, it's based on percentage. So more like a criteria. And this will allow you to choose the battery percentage at which the power saving mode will automatically turn on. So you can select it, I don't know, maybe 30%. I wouldn't recommend changing it to, like, you know, high percentage. You can technically go to 75, there we go. But I think that is way of an overkill, as your device would be for majority of its time in power saving mode, obviously doing that weird wonky thing with the Wi-Fi and mobile data. So I think 30% is pretty good. So anytime the battery falls to 30%, this mode will automatically now turn on, and when you charge it up again, it's going to turn off automatically as well. And still, you can use this manually on top of that whenever you want to. Like right now, we're not, what are we, like 90% more? Let me just quickly check under the... Okay, yeah, we're 1% off of 90. So technically, even when it would be above 90, you can manually turn it on. Right now, I can turn it on and off at any time, as well as when it reaches those moments like the 30 and 90. Now keep in mind, when it reaches those points and you have it on or off, it will trigger it. You can change it once it gets triggered. So as an example, if you want to have it run right now, as an example, because you're leaving and whatever, you plug it into charge. It's already on. The power saving mode is on. You charge it above 90%, it would automatically turn it off. So you need to re-enable it for that purpose, because it did get triggered to turn off when you started charging to over 90%. And same thing goes in the opposite way. When it falls down and you don't want it to be enabled, your battery goes to like 30% or lower, it would automatically turn it on, but you can still turn it off again. And well, just turn it off. And you can do so by just tapping on the toggle once again. So there we go. Now, if you found this very helpful, don't forget to hit like, subscribe, and thanks for watching. Welcome. In front of me is a DOOGEE Blade 20 Max, and today I'll show you how you can hard reset this device through recovery mode. So, before I get started, I do want to quickly mention that you can do this kind of reset in order to get rid of a screen lock if you have one set that you just don't know. Now, I do also want to add a little bit of additional info on top of that, is when doing this kind of reset, if your device has a Google account signed in before you reset the device, so right now, your device will become FRP locked. And what that means is when the reset is finished and you're going through the setup process, you will be forced by the device to confirm either the screen lock that was previously used or the Google account credentials. And if you can't do either one of those, you won't be able to finish up the setup of the device. So you will be essentially stuck in the setup process. Now, you sometimes might find some kind of GSM centers, stores that do offer services to remove this kind of protection from a device. And previously, I actually was showing how you can do this, but there is no free methods as far as I know anymore on the newer Android, so I don't show those anymore. But there still might be some kind of ways to get rid of it, but that being said, I'm not 100% certain, so take that with a grain of salt before you do this if you don't know either way to unlock the device. So anyway, to get started, I am going to lock this phone, and you can see I do have a pattern set, so I'll be progressing from here as though I don't know it. Now, I don't have Google account signed in, so it won't become locked like I mentioned before. So first thing, we're going to press volume up and power button at the same time, like so. And from the options, you want to select power off. The device will turn off, and when it does, you want to hold power button and volume up again. And let go of the power button when you feel the vibration of the device. Now, when you see this mode right here, using only volume up, you want to select the first option, which is recovery mode. So just make sure that the arrow, as you can see, jumps all the way to the top. And when it does, press volume down. So next thing you will see is this Android with no command, and when you do, you will need to hold power button, and while holding it, press volume up once. This will redirect you to the recovery mode. Now in here, again, using volume buttons, now volume down will navigate down while volume up will go up. You want to scroll down and select Wipe Data Factory Reset. When it's selected, you're going to confirm it using your power button, and then select Factory Data Reset. Confirm that. It's going to tell you that it's formatting data, and then shortly after, data wipe complete, at which point reboot system now will be selected by default. So again, we're just going to press power button. This will now reboot the device and continue resetting it in the background. Now this will take probably 2 minutes or so to finish up, and once it's completed, we will be presented with Android setup screen. So I'll be back once that is visible for me. And as you can see, the process is now finished and you can set up your device however you like. So if you found this very helpful, don't forget to hit like, subscribe, and thanks for watching. Welcome. In front of me is a DOOGEE Blade 20 Max, and today I'll show you how you can put this device into safe mode. So to get started, you will want to pull up your boot options, which you can do by pressing power button and volume up at the same time. There we go. And from the visible boot options, you want to hold power off. When you do hold it, it changes into this, reboot to safe mode, with a quick message. Do you want to reboot into safe mode? This will disable all third-party applications you have installed. They will be restored when you reboot again. I'm going to click on OK. And while the device is rebooting, I'm going to quickly just give a little bit more explanation on that because that little pop-up wasn't very informative. So in safe mode, only the installed applications, the default ones that come straight out of the box, will work. Any app that you have installed yourself will be temporarily disabled and neither you nor the device can run it. And this is designed for troubleshooting purposes. Sometimes you might have some kind of application that causes you problems. Maybe you can't uninstall it or whatever. It displays ads on a full screen. We have seen those in Play Store pretty often. So by booting it into safe mode, this application wouldn't be able to do anything, not even turn on, or display that bullshit ads or whatever it tries to. So you can get rid of it safely from there. And primarily, that's what this mode is used for. Other than that, it doesn't really have much of a daily usage application, as it removes any other application from being able to be used normally. So anyway, let's wait for this to boot up. There we go. Now you can see we do have a watermark right here, letting us know that we're in this safe mode. If you have some widgets, they will also be disabled right now. And you can see on the second page, I have a couple applications that will not work. So they become monochrome and semi-transparent, and those applications would be things like Firefox, Brave, and Zello. And even if I try to open them up, you can see I get this pop-up right here. Now other applications that aren't grayed out like this one, monochrome. So for instance, Chrome, you can see it works just fine. Gemini even works fine. Not sure how that garbage is working fine in this mode, but hey, I guess Google wants to fork the hell out of their AI crap. So now these applications will only show up on your home screen right here, as well as if we go into the settings. So if you're trying to manage some of these applications, you would go to Settings, Apps, and then see all apps, and you should be able to locate them right here. Oh, there we go. So here we have the Firefox, for instance. What else was there? Firefox, there was Brave and Zello. So Zello would be somewhere at the bottom, and Brave somewhere at the top, right? So you can get rid of them. Now, if there is more applications on your phone, for instance, that you'd have right here, but not on the home screen, they actually will not appear right here. So if you check it, Firefox, Brave, and all that isn't showing up right here. So it's only going to be visible in the app section in the settings or on your home screen. Other than that, app tray, not so much. Now, once you're done troubleshooting your device and you want to go back to the normal mode, all you need to do is just, again, press power button and volume up, and you're going to select restart. This will reboot the device, and when it boots back up, it will automatically enter normal mode. And as you can see, we're now back in Android. So, if you found this video helpful, don't forget to hit like, subscribe, and thanks for watching. Welcome. In front of me is a DOOGEE Blade 20 Max, and today I will show you how you can hard reset this device through settings. So, to get started, you will want to open up your settings, obviously. And in here, we're going to scroll all the way to the bottom of the page. And you want to select System. And again, scroll down to the very bottom where you will find Reset Options. When you click on it, you then want to select again last option, Erase All Data Factory Reset. And this will load up basically info about what will be removed by this process, which importantly will include things like music, photos, and all user data. And additionally, at the bottom here, you also have listed the accounts that will be removed from the device itself. So, if you have anything on this phone that you would like to maintain, photos, videos, music, or just any kind of user data, I will tell you to just make a backup copy of it. Now, this device, as far as I know, doesn't have any kind of software that would allow you to do this through it, which is good. You can also create a backup of your data to the cloud, though I don't really recommend it. Creating a backup to the cloud is as though you were taking all your personal information and then moving it to someone else's computer. Now, not only that, but when it comes down to creating backups onto the cloud, they are also coming with a little bit of the caveats. Ones that probably aren't listed will be, I would suspect, training AI models with your personal information. More data is more data. Let's not kid ourselves that Google won't be using that. Obviously, they don't have problem with piracy, so I'm pretty sure, actually, Google hasn't been caught pirating, but hey, Facebook definitely was. So, I'm pretty sure they're not going to shy away from just data that is sitting on their computers. So that's one thing. Another thing is they're supposedly mandated to keep this data for, I think, like 2 or 3 years. And afterwards, if it's not being used in any kind of way, it needs to be removed. So you're basically creating a backup that won't be there permanently, even though you wanted it to be there. And it's going to be used to most likely train AI models and then deleted. So when you need it, you don't have it. Cool. So that both of these seem like a absolutely shitty kind of option for a backup. So you know what? Just grab this. A USB-C cable that you use for charging, plug it into your computer, and then manually move over everything that you'd like to keep, like photos, music, videos, and anything else. It's much better, and while it's being stored on your own computer, it's not subject to being deleted for no freaking reason, and it definitely won't be used to train AI models, at least till Windows decides to mandate it on their own OS, assuming you're using Windows, but at that point, you should just ditch Windows. So, just gonna select Erase All Data, and if you have some kind of screen lock, you need to confirm it, and then select Erase All Data for the second time. Now it does give you a quick message that all data will be deleted, like, no duh. Cool. And when you do, it begins basically factory resetting the device. Now this process will probably take 3 minutes, maybe a little bit longer, we'll see. And once it's completed, we will be presented with Android setup screen. So I'll be back once that is visible for me. And as you can see, the process is now finished and you can set up your device however you like. So if you found this very helpful, don't forget to hit like, subscribe, and thanks for watching. Welcome. In front of me is a DOOGEE Blade 20 Max, and today I want to show you how you can record screen on this device. So, to get started, you will want to swipe down from the top of your screen, like so, and then do it once more, which will extend the list of visible toggles. Now in here we're looking for the screen recorder, and for me that is located on the second page right over here. Now if you don't see it on any of the pages, you might need to add it, and you can do so by clicking right here on this pencil and scroll down right below this text right here where it says hold and drag to add tile, and everything below right here are the toggles that are just not visible in that initial list that I showed you. So from here you just grab one of them like this by holding it. As you can see, the text right here changes, so you can now drag it over to the top, drop it, and when you go back it will be visible on one of the pages. So once you see the screen recorder, you can just simply tap on it and it will bring up this overlay right here, and we have number one option to choose what we're going to be recording. So we have single application or entire screen. Now with entire screen you have additional thing like the show touches on screen. Now under audio we have the option to record devices audio, microphone, or both, and obviously if I don't want to record any audio, you can just keep it off. I am going to enable the touches just so you can see how that looks like on the recording, as it is going to be visible as a semi-transparent gray dot on the screen wherever your finger was pressing it. So anyway, let's now click on start recording. It begins a 3-second countdown, and then with a notification, there we go, starts recording. So whatever you'll do right now for the most part will be recorded. Now let's see if we have the god-awful applications right here that I usually like to open and complete the crap on, but it looks like we don't have them. So once you're done recording, to stop it, you would just pull down your notifications again, and here you have the notification for it. So you can just select stop, and that's it. It gets saved to your Photos application. So let's open it up. Wait, I just stay here. There we go. So once we're in our Photos app, you will need to navigate to collections, and in collections we're looking for either video, screenshots, or one more. I'm gonna first check screenshots, and this looks to be just a screenshot, so not here. Videos doesn't have it. Okay, so it's going to be right here. So I believe typically this folder, movies, as it's being placed in by the looks of it, is going to not be located in this kind of like subfolder right here. It's going to be somewhere in here. So you can check on their video, screenshots, and also movies, which would be visible. But you wouldn't need to go into like the on this device kind of folder like I am typically. So I can see it's over here, and I can press on it to view it. Now I did want to show one of the applications that usually comes pre-installed with the device. Now what I'm talking about is the applications like Netflix or Spotify or some other garbage apps like that. And the reason I wanted to show it is because these applications that I just mentioned use this feature that Android provides, which is blocking the functionality over draw over other apps. And what that is basically the ability for the phone to see the screen. And that's what Screen Recorder uses, obviously. So when an application decides to block this, it results in the Screen Recorder just not being able to see anything, like nothing when the application is open. So if I open something like whatever I opened here, let's see. I guess I didn't open any kind of app. But let's just say that this would be an app. The moment I switch to this, it would be just straight black screen. And you wouldn't be even able to see the touch inputs like I have right here and here. Come on. There we go. We can see this dot. So that wouldn't even be visible. Now, this feature on Android is designed for privacy and security of the user. Do you feel nice and warm inside, safe and secure? Because I don't. So, this is obviously for bullshit applications like Netflix and Spotify being used for nefarious kind of reasons, to completely remove your ability to do things on your device that you should be able to do. It's most certainly not protecting you. Let's be completely honest about that one. It has zero kind of design to protect you. It's primarily designed to basically stop piracy, but hey, it's your device. You shouldn't give two shits about any kind of privacy claims. It's not your freaking problem. And the application that is blocking your device from functioning as it's supposed to, in my opinion, is a blatant violation of your personal property. And just to put that out there, for Netflix as an example, I don't own neither an account, nor did I ever download the application, nor have I actually ever created the account or agreed to terms of service or use for this dog shit. Yeah, that doesn't really matter to piece of shit applications like Netflix that come, for the most part, on a lot of devices pre-installed. It will do whatever it wants to do without even ever asking for permission, which I consider this to be a blatant violation to my property. And because of that, if you feel the same way, we have some alternatives, for instance, like the CloudStream right here. So you can go to GitHub and get CloudStream just because screw you, Netflix. You decide to alter the way my device works, I'm going to alter how your business model works. So just to kind of put this out there, CloudStream, look at that. We have things like trending, popular, TV shows, whatever. We're going to keep on scrolling. Oh, look, we have Netflix, Amazon, Disney+, Hulu, Apple TV, HBO, Paramount, Peacock, and so on. And for the most part, a lot of this works. It doesn't work perfectly. Sometimes you just need to like try to open it up multiple times. As an example, let's just pull this crap up. Looks like it's gonna work. Usually when you get the skip, it does load it up. Sometimes it will get you this kind of writing right here instead of the skip. And yeah, like this one, but it still works. So you might need to try to open it up a couple times. But hey, it's completely free. So, you know, a little bit of a gimmicky kind of functionality, but for completely free software, I don't mind it. And for people that are wondering, is this piracy? No, it's technically not. Because the application itself, the CloudStream application that I'm showcasing, the app itself requires a repository, which you can see I have Sora Stream Lite right here. So going into here, settings, extension, you can see I have repositories added, which is the Hexated provider. That's basically what allows me to view this content. It's the repository that provides it with. The application itself is just kind of, to compare it to one another, it's like a browser allowing you to access websites. If those websites were things like Watch Online. So it does basically change how it looks like, gives you the nice little layout for it, and that's about it. So in itself, that's not piracy. At least not as much as it is to watch something online. So yeah, there we go. Now going back to this, and out of the little wonkiness of Netflix and Spotify doing their own thing to basically blatantly disregard your property, I do want to point out that this feature in the screen recorder is a good thing when it's being used correctly. So if you imagine that you would have some kind of malware on your device that sees your screen all the time and tries to basically, for instance, gain access to your bank where you need to provide your PINs and login information and so on, right? So in cases like this, if you would have some malware that could see your screen, obviously that would be not very good for your privacy and security. So in this case, bank applications do use that. All bank applications use this, so that's why you can't take screenshots in them. It's the same kind of feature. But for that purpose, it is a good design, as it is going to protect you in case of any kind of vulnerability hacks on your device. So there we go. Now with that being said, I hope you found this very helpful, and if you did, don't forget to hit like, subscribe, and thanks for watching. Welcome. In front of me is a DOOGEE Blade 20 Max, and today I will show you how you can enable and set up your portable hotspot. So to get started, you will want to swipe down from the top of your screen like so, and then you can swipe down once again, there we go, which will extend the list of visible toggles. Now we're looking for the hotspot toggle, which for me is right here. Now if you don't see it on any of the pages, you might need to add it, and you can do so by clicking right here on this pencil and then scrolling down, and right here where it says hold and drag to add the tiles, everything below that is a toggle that is basically hidden away from the main panel that we have pulled down. So what you can do now is just hold something. The text right here will change, as you can see, and now we can just drag it over above that text, drop it, and when you go back, you'll have access to it on one of the pages, depending on how far up or down you dropped it. So once you see your hotspot toggle in here, hold it again, at least the first time around, and be just confused why it's in a landscape mode. There we go. And in here, you most likely will want to start with the hotspot password, which is a randomly generated password. Without navigating here, you have no way of knowing what it is set to. And let's be honest, looking at this password, it's not one that you would ever want to even type in yourself. So let's just get rid of it. And once you do, you can then type in the password that you want to use. Mine will be very simple, 1 through 8. It will need to have at least 8 characters in length. That's why I just went up to 8. And that can be letters or numbers or both, doesn't really matter. And click on OK. There is no complexity of password need or anything like that. If there was, well, I would be kind of bummed out, but I haven't encountered any place where it would require you to have, I don't know, more complex passwords or stuff like that because you're missing a letter or number or special symbol. So you don't need to worry about that one. It's just a hotspot. You don't need to protect it too well. It's not like it's going to be running permanently on. If you are setting up your hotspot on your phone, and your phone is going to be basically like a dedicated router for it, then maybe do select a better password for it. But if you're setting it up just so you can, I don't know, occasionally turn it on and quickly connect with another device, this shouldn't matter that much. Now another thing in here is the option that turns it off automatically when no devices is connected to your hotspot. It's a pretty nice feature which I personally like to have enabled, and it is by default, but if for some reason it annoys you because it turns off your hotspot sometimes, you can disable this. Now the reason I like to have it enabled is because I just forget to turn off the hotspot. So when I'm done using it, and I disconnect from it, which usually would imply that I'm using something like a computer, I turn it off, close the lid or whatever, it would then disconnect from it, and therefore it would basically turn it off automatically. So I like this because of this specific reason. Now below that we have speeds and compatibility, and when we click on it we have two options, which I believe 2.4 should be selected by default, so I don't think this is the default option, but if it is, I do want to talk about this a little bit. And even if it's not, I still want to give you a little bit of a heads up if you don't know what this is. If you know, you can skip forward. But there's two options, the 2.4 and 5 GHz. 2.4 says that it's slower speed compatible with most devices, while 5 GHz is fast speeds compatible with many devices. To kind of elaborate a little bit more on this, because this is the most uninformative information here as I have ever encountered. 2.4 gigahertz is basically the Wi-Fi protocol, let's call it, that was used from the beginning. So if anything has a Wi-Fi compatibility, no matter how old it is, it will be using the 2.4. Now, later on, there was an improvement to it. So we started having 5 gigahertz Wi-Fi bands, so different frequency of a signal, and obviously the antennas on a device needed to be adjusted for that. So if a device is old one that only had like the typical Wi-Fi support, it will not most of the time support the Wi-Fi 6 or 5 gigahertz one. So now this the devices that don't support it will be devices that are relatively old at this point. We're talking about probably 5-7 years old or so. So for the most part, majority of us already have most of our devices will basically be compatible with this. But if you have 5 gigahertz enabled, you turn on your hotspot, and the device that you're trying to connect to this hotspot with does not see your hotspot, this will be a pretty clear indicator that whatever device you're trying to connect with does not support Wi-Fi 6 or the 5 gigahertz. So in this case, you'd go back here and change it to 2.4. Now, that being said, I personally like to use 2.4 just because it is going to be the one that I don't need to fiddle around. It works with literally everything. And the prospect of like using the higher frequency one, the 5 gigahertz one, is lost on a mobile network like this. So slower speeds versus faster speeds, like this means absolutely nothing. You're using mobile network. The 2.4 gigahertz Wi-Fi is well and capable, providing way more bandwidth and speed than your mobile network will ever allow you to. So I personally have seen the highest speeds on my device being at like, I think 67, maybe up to 80 megabits per second, which is for mobile network, like this is freaking great. And hell, if you're like in Canada or somewhere, this is probably already pretty fast speed for you. But opposed to like what I have at home, which is a gigabit internet for like pennies, this is obviously great for a mobile network in the grand scheme of things, not too great for like home usage in comparison, obviously. Now, the reason I'm kind of pointing that out is because on my home network, I just started getting the upgrade to like gigabit, actually more precisely 2 gigabit one, included a Wi-Fi 6E router. So most of my traffic for the most part still goes through 2.4, and it's doing it pretty well. Computer obviously goes through 5 just because that can utilize it. But at a speeds of mobile network at like 30 to 60 megabits, you don't need 5 gigahertz. This is just kind of lost, like it's just overkill, let's put it this way. And the only time I would ever recommend changing these is if you actually live in a densely populated area. So to explain this, 2.4 gigahertz network, because it's a pretty old one, has limitations in how many devices can connect to it, which isn't labeled or listed right here. And additionally, it is going to, let's call it malfunction, just have problems when there is a hell of a lot of different 2.4 gigahertz networks on around. So they will basically start interfering with one another. And that might cause you problems. In those cases, you can change it to 5 gigahertz, which will be more accommodating for even densely populated areas that have a lot of signals like this. And obviously, 5 gigahertz just kind of removes the 2.4 crowded lanes. So if there is shitload of people and they're all using 2.4, then 5 should be pretty simple to use, like no problems basically, no matter that there is like a lot of this signal around. So this is the only time I recommend changing it. Otherwise, 2.4 will be great for you. So with that long explanation, like probably way too long, we can move on. Now, there's 2 other things. We have security, which I recommend keeping as it is. This basically means that you actually have a password. And then we have hotspot name, which is going to be the name of the phone almost exclusively on every device. obviously changing between the devices. So here we have Blade 20 Max, which makes it super easy to find it in the Wi-Fi list. So last thing, okay, there is no other thing, so we're gonna just close it up, and now we can find this toggle. And once you find it, simply tap on it to turn it on, and you're good to go. Now, like I mentioned before, if you have that toggle enabled like I do, once you're done using it, you can just disconnect from the hotspot, or just close whatever device you are using, turn off the Wi-Fi or whatever, and it will turn off your hotspot. And the reason this will matter is because hotspot will consume more of your phone's battery, so when you're not using it, it would just be wasting your battery. Now, this is coming with a pretty hefty battery, but still, if I can preserve some, I do like to do that. So obviously, by disconnecting, this would turn off your hotspot, but if it doesn't, or you want to do it quicker to waste even less battery, you just find this toggle, tap on it, and this will turn it off. So, with that being said, hopefully you found this very helpful, and if you did, don't forget to hit like, subscribe, and thanks for watching.